The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultra Gear Gaming Monitor.
Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the WD Black Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege, powered by LG Ultra Gear in association with AC5 and Zotac Gaming and Games The Shop. I'm your host, Blackjack. Joining me is my co-host, Simon Fox, as we are here for the second set of games on the first day of Division 3 in Season 4. That's right, it's the weekend, and it's Division 3. A little bit of a scheduling change than what it was for the first 3 seasons. Usually we would have Division 1 in the weekends, but of course, with the recent APAC qualifiers and all of the other tournaments and whatnot going on, everyone's scrambling for tournaments, everyone's scrambling for experience. That's why we've had to make some scheduling changes right here. Div 3 will be playing the weekends in Season 4 and probably in Season 5 as well. And today, right now, is going to be the match between KL11 and the Peacemakers. KL11 coming in very strong off the back of an amazing qualifying round that they had, rounds for that matter, playing against so many other teams, and just absolutely amazing. Both myself, Foxy, and a lot of our viewers here at the TEC. And they're here in Division 3. And just like Havocs, who came in strong as well, KL11 looks strong to win their matches. But will they be able to? Because the first ones they're facing are the Peacemakers. The Peacemakers, they're here in Div 3. Hadn't had a great time in in the previous season, Season 3. As now they'll be taking on this fresh team on the map of, and I believe everyone knows what I'm going to go from here, Clubhouse. That's right, it is the TEC. So, Clubhouse, we got to do it. I'm just joking, of course. This is actually the first time we're seeing Clubhouse in the division stages itself. That's down to the auto map bend system that has been introduced in Season 4 as well, seeing as the auto map bend system disallows teams, to play the same map after playing it once, after choosing it once. They cannot choose to go back to the same map for the next 2 play days and then come back to, and then of course the map roster gets a reset on the 4th day. Something similar to how, of course, rounds like winning rounds in Siege already works in competitive. You win a round, you have to play 2 more rounds before you can go back to that round. It's basically the same thing, but for maps in general, not just specific rounds. And it looks like it's going to be Clubhouse that's going to be taken off the chopping board for these teams today. It's going to be very interesting indeed because as we've seen, New Oregon Theme Park, they're getting played, and they will be getting played more and more as the weeks go on. But right now, this is going to be the match on hand. K11 versus the Peacemakers on the map of Clubhouse is underway, ladies and gentlemen, and it should be a very exciting match indeed. Foxy, as we move into the band phase, how do you feel on this fine evening?
I feel amazingly awesome. I'm gonna give them a double. Anyways, what I was trying to say is the fact that KL11, they started off amazing. They had such a good run coming in from qualifiers, and it's been a team that has been impressing me all the while. KL11 has definitely been one of those teams, who happen to win hearts along with matches as well, apparently, because they've made it here through 60 teams in the qualifier stage. So yeah. But more importantly, it's me on a personal scale. It's been impressed by what they've been doing. It's been helping them keep up with the pace. And speaking of pace, we'll be having the Peacemakers on their opponents, facing them off. And the Peacemakers, the team that happened got the promotion from Division 3 to Division 2, back in the relegation to Division 3 once again. Like I said, not many people can survive the fire, the bloodbath that Division 2 happens to offer. And one of them was the Peacemakers. They'll be making their way back. They'll be making their way back to Division 3, and they'll be facing Scale 11 in the first match right here, right now, right today. In fact, Season 4, Day 1 is underway. Clubhouse will be played, and we'll be seeing the Thatcher and the Kaid band comes out. Very classic, very standard. Montaigne band will be banned as well. That means the Mavericks still left to play. We've got another band coming up. That's Mira. Interesting. Echo will be default ban. Let me just remind the players that. There we go. After that is being typed, we're going into the match anyway. We're taking a quick look at these rosters in just a moment, as we've had quite the revamp on the side of the Peacemakers. Look at that. Everybody's new except for Heathen, the founding member. Heathen, the Caveman, Cyan, Aiken, and Nervy on the side of the Peacemakers, while we have Skullix, Bot, Mischief, Knight, and Perscat. On the side of KL11, this squad does not need an introduction. They've had some amazing run through in the past few days. And going ahead, definitely, I'm going to see a whole lot more. And I'm personally very excited, how this match is going to turn out, because making it through the qualifiers is one thing for KL11. Will they be able to survive the heat of the division stage that it offers? It's essentially a group stage. Will we see a whole lot of great performance that we did see from KL11 come out or not? Going ahead into this match, we'll be seeing not be seeing the Bandit being played from the side of the Peacemakers. Very interesting. Not even the Kaid. Obviously, Kaid is being banned. I just happen to remember that. But no Bandit. That means it's all on to the Caveman for the denial. And with the Kali into play, we really don't want to judge Mischief's Kali plays. We've seen some amazing... I've seen some amazing shots being pulled out with that, and a great utility the man has been up to, but very, very bizarre fact, the fact that the side of Peacemakers have not employed a Bandit, while we are not even seeing KL11 bring out a Maverick. That's 2 operators you're missing out on to take an advantage when it comes to a map like Clubhouse. But looks like the Jackal will be employed from Skullix. Skullix has been amazing with the Jackal. He might as well be regarded as one of the best hunters in the game right now. Because the way he's had his roam clearance done, it's been amazing to watch that. And that just adds so much more credibility to a player, and that's good. That dynamic is always supposed to exist. We're seeing Skullix already make his way up top. He's got the window open, but free kill comes to him, man. Heathen is gonna take the fall. Maestro did not know there's somebody waiting in patience. He's gonna get that frag very easily. while the breach onto the garage panels has been done. Good use as Maestro wanted to go back to garage, but that late rotation is what is going to cost them. Drone works being done from the side. Oh, look at that, the scope bug. From the side of KL11, they're making sure that they have enough information to make this push happen. Not only they've crippled the side of the Peacemakers with the Maestro skill, that has definitely put them off on the back foot, the side of the defense, because now they don't have the Evilize anymore. No deny that. There you go. It's exactly a great strategy that I'm getting received from the side of defense. And honestly, it's nothing new from the side of KL11 as well. I mean, then again, yeah, you can counter argument to the fact that if there's nothing new from defense, why would there be something new from the attack? I get it. It's just that it's been a standard round so far, nothing new, and but definitely in the favor of the attackers, not in the hands of the defense at all. But the Jaegers, he's trying to find the Zofia with moved up Raptors. He's going to spot the head. A possible tap comes in. He's going to whip his shots. He's going to fall back. Not going to be found by anyone though. The attackers are still not aware, or rather they just don't want to overextend, convert this into a frag. We're seeing Zofia, Puskat, he's got himself a very good advantage of stoppage and a doorway. Now that he intends to go inside the side as well any moment now. Nervy's still loading out bedroom, but there's no push coming in from there. You got to be careful about this. Caveman is down below. Looks like he wants to go for a C4 play. That is exactly what he'll be doing. Cyan will be watching this new entryway that's been opened up by the Zofia. But it's Icon's gas canister that'll help him. Oh, he tries to go for the tap, but no, the plant is already going down. This has got to be traded off. This information, it'll cost him so much. The plant is down. Now Cayman, he can barely do anything. Comes up with the C4. But there you go. Like I said, there's literally no use after the plant has gone down. We're seeing another kill come out from bot as well. It's all on Icon and Nervy. Nervy tries to go for the long peek, but he's not going to find anything yet. So many angles to watch and not one that he'll be surviving. It's all on Icon. He picks up a frag though, that's onto bot. A nice shotgun kill that we did not get to catch on the cam. But not much that Smoke can do anyway in this position. Still is just going to move around, a little bit of a tipsy-turvy situation that he's in. He won't even find one kill the way he's looking at right now. There's hundreds of angles to be watched, but Scullix will be more than glad to shoot his head out. Well, you will play from the side of KL11. The mistakes that the Peacemakers happened to make quite a bit, in fact. They really did not have a whole lot of emphasis in terms of how the site hold is supposed to be going to. But I don't really blame them. It's all right. I get it. You're a new team. You're getting some stuff worked up. The late rotations are okay. They're all right. But mind you, they're all right by me. KL11 will not be letting you walk away with this. Will be punishing you for exactly those mistakes. Round 2 will be underway, and the score is in the favor of KL11. Blackjack, take the mic away.
Well, with everything being said and done, we've seen this before in the qualifiers from KL11. When they come to Clubhouse, they like to take their attack rounds first, go into defense with a hefty advantage, and we're going to have the Kali once again brought in by Mischief as Bandit is going to be 6 pick in finally by Icon. He, of course, was playing the Frost for that little juke, but I believe KL11 would be smart enough, especially once they drone out the fact that the Bandits can play not the Frost, of course. Excuse me. And Satan for CCTV is definitely a site that is that's a lot more favored towards the side of the defenders. Peacemakers will be aware of that. Heathen will be aware of that. But this is a almost completely new team that he's playing with. And unfortunately, you know, being a completely different roster than what we have seen before from TPM means that they'll have to, you know, get used to each other. And I'm pretty sure they've had scrims and practice sessions before to do exactly that. But that also means that they'll have to make sure that they gain as much experience as possible, which means a loss. Well, of course, it's going to make them lose points and their position on the leaderboard for Div 3. But loss can be a great teacher. You know, we know this from experience. And it's one of the age-old sayings that concerning, you know, just gaining experience in a lot of things, not just in Rainbow Six Siege. I'm getting a bit too philosophical right here, but I have to get my point out as we're going to see once again the garage be opened up, the garage door that is Jackal, the Scullix, of course, as Foxy said, one of the best hunters, one of the best Jackal players in the game. You're going to see one more, not quite Meister, but no, this time Ethan will be able to just scurry away in time. Bot was, of course, holding down the longer angle towards the CCTV window in the meanwhile, as shots are being fired. Jackal's taking a bit of damage in the meanwhile. That is the Bandit inside the side who's peeking the CC window while trying to bandit trick, of course, Icon. He's got the MP7 in hand. Nice little skin on that as well. As Mute is actually going to be holding down towards the side of the red stairs. Oh, he sees the head of the Jackal, but not going to connect. Still tries to pre-fire him. Icon, very ballsy right now, as he knows for a fact that there's a thermite out by the main wall area. There's the Kali with her lance. Gonna take out one of the bandit batteries. There's the Zofia, but is it in time? No, it is not. It's just a little off on the timing, which means Icon gets the bandit trick off. That has stopped the thermite from breaching site, since Knight has already used up one of his other exothermic charges towards the garage wall. Another lance comes out from the Kali. That's going to take out all the bandit batteries. Icon doesn't have any left, and that means they'll have to use the Hibana somewhere else. I don't think they want to go for the CT main wall breach anymore. As KL11, we know that they can adapt very quickly and very effectively to a defensive strategy that is presented to them. Zofia's lifeline is being deployed towards the side of Garage Catwalk, means that there's going to be a push towards where the Maestro is sitting right now. But of course, he's prone right behind the railing or the rafters, means he's safe, and he's watching the cams to make sure that anybody who gets pushed, who gets the idea to push him, gets taken out. Saiyan as well, down below on Oil Pit with a good angle towards the staircase of Catwalk. As Jones is spotting up where Nervy is sitting inside a bedroom, forcing him to pull back towards the side of construction. Has KL11, still no push from them. Very curiously enough, the Kali is holding down upside down rappel on the side of Catwalk. Actually, that was his own. Yeah, excuse me. Alex, construction window being opened by him, and the Kali just there on the roof. Less than 30 seconds remain for the side of the attacking team. It's now or never for them. If they don't make this push happen, if they don't get those kills, the round will not go in their favor. As Peacemakers are, of course, aware of that. The time is in their favor right now. Spuscats found one. That's Icon on the board. The Bandit goes down. The push into construction is coming in. The Kali with the SPSMG is going to come in as well. Caveman, he's got the smoke. The Mute, actually. He's going to throw a C4, but he's not going to connect onto anyone. Puscats taking a bit of damage, but the push into side is coming in. Hibana goes down. Will the Thermic go down as well? Yes, that's the diffuser off. But what are you doing? He went on the cams. That's the Kali take the kill. Bodies are being dropped, but Peacemakers will still win because of time. KL11, they had the idea and the gunpowder for the last second push, but they just took a little too long, just a few seconds that they needed to save on. They weren't able to. That gives round 2 in favor of the Peacemakers. Unfortunate for KL11, but it has to be what it has to be. 1-1 is the scoreline going into round 3. That rhymed there.
All right. I'm not sure what the Valkyrie was trying to do, though. Getting 2 frags on board and going back onto the camps. Very funny that I don't know what happened. All right, so Giggles away. Giggles apart, in fact. We'll be going to round 3 and 1-1 scoreline indeed. KL11 very slow on their attack on the back of a little bit of a mistake that they happened to make in terms of how the Peacemakers. Very well done, in fact. Peacemakers completely targeting their, isolating the mistakes that they happened to make in the first round, not bringing enough denial, to perfectly bad at tricking the exothermic charges. Really well done. That is exactly why, that was a perfect example of why you want to employ the Hibana pellets on the garage instead of the thermite charge, the brimstone. That's exactly why, that's the entirety why you do that, because all you need from garage is not essentially an entryway. What you need is a line of sight to make sure that nobody's allowed in and out of exchange for the position exchange, obviously. As you're holding choke points like that, you'll definitely be able to make out of that. Meanwhile, we're seeing the defenders go all the way down. In fact, Church and Arsenal will be their defensive side, and seeing ourselves a little bit of a roam game. That is, Nervy will be on the roam. You've not got Cyan on the roam either. That means single game that is coming in from the side of the defense. And there you go. Skullix very quick to get the scans done. The man knows exactly what he's doing. He's going to get the scan done. He's going to fall back, at least for now. While Nervy's got himself in a really difficult spot right now. He's being hunted. There's a ton of attackers that are closing up his position right now. Any moment, there you go. Skullix has come up on the window already. He's got to be careful about this. There's a bug closing him on him as well. Nervy, even if he walks away with 1 frag, it's still essentially a win for him. But the way KL11 likes to roam clear, I think that's a little bit of a huge gamble. He's getting tagged along once again. There's a pre-pass from the Jackal, and he's going to claim the left. Skullix, he doesn't get another fish shots on the second. There's the Jackal taking the fall for it. Very aggressive Something Skullex shouldn't have done maybe, but no, he's gonna find himself on the other end of that gun, and that's K1A doing so much destruction to him. Maybe another day, Skullex, another day, he'll be able to fight back. I was seeing the Buck making some really good saw breach on the side of the kitchen. We did that from all the way above, logistics, because that's what ensures the safety from a potential C4 coming in from the side of defense. But looks like there's only one C4 into play, and the caveman, the man who's got the C4 in his back pocket, will be all the way inside the triple wall. Make that a double wall right now, because for some reason there's a rotation over here. I don't think KL11 has noticed this, because this is such a huge. I'd say it's a breach in the hull right now, because it's very bad. The way the side is played, that huge well in the middle of the hallway is definitely not something you're expecting to walk out of, unless of course you're holding the shotgun like A-Man is. Puskat, I think he's getting spotted. He's going to move back and forth. No, he's actually not getting spotted. He's going to move all the way back onto construction tunnel. He'll be making that push happen any moment now. Mischief on the Buck, getting his drones down and below. We've got Bob playing on the Hibana as well. All right, very interesting. We've got Mischief dropping some flashbangs done. Very interesting. All right. The push is coming in from KL11, but this time around as well, it's been quite slow. You're going to have to step up whatever they're doing. And, Hibana in a really bad spot. Nothing you could have done. KL11 gets a frag. Oh, that is Mischief getting a frag. In fact, that was Caveman who got a frag indeed. I'm going to have to make this a frag game indeed. But no, the plan is already going down, but he's tagged along. He gets a frag, but there's a refrag right back in. The Maestro's got to be very careful. There you go. Another frag from Mischief. That's a quad kill. Does he get the ace? He's going to come in and get the ace as well. That's the play from Mischief once again. KL11 does not stop, not while Mischief is on the board, on their team. What a play from the man indeed. Really good Buck skills that we're getting to see from them. And very scattered push. I myself couldn't understand what was going on half of the time, to be very honest. I was very confused to where all these attackers and defenders are converging in from. But in the end, it was Mischief coming in with his plays. We've seen him pull some amazing plays before as well. I remember for a fact that 1 versus 3 on Cafe. He's here once again with the ace on the Buck, in fact. Really well played by KL11 on the back of the Buck. Totally one-man army that we got to see from them. Going into round 4, they've taken the advantage, but I wouldn't really say not for long. It only still stands to see how things will be going ahead and what kind of turns they'll take.
Well, one thing's for sure, Mischief with the Buck is definitely pulling out some fantastic plays right here. The ace for the man, and we're only in the 4th round. Well, the 3rd round that was, of course, but now we're in round 4, 2-1 in the favor of KL11. And this right here is something that the Peacemakers have to be careful of, because Clubhouse, as we all know, is a fairly defender-centered map. Again, every time we've said that, attackers are taking the map, but, you know, it's, I digress, it's one of those commentators' curse times that this comes out every night. But Clubhouse still today, in Rainbow Six's current meta, is still considered a defender-sided map by a majority of the community. And going into like a role swap on round 7, in a 2-3 scoreline is actually a win for the team that was playing attack pre-roll swap in the first half, because they've got their rounds on board. Now they have the advantage of being able to play on defense on Clubhouse, versus the team that was on defense in the first half. Going into roll swap 3-3 will be at a disadvantage because they're attacking, and the team who is on defense post to the roll swap, of course, will have an extra bit of confidence to help themselves hold even harder. I said hold even harder. I said hold even better. That's what I meant to say. Regardless of that, we do have the breach onto dirt container already being done by the Thermite. That is Nightmare already getting stuff done for his team, as the droning on second floor CCTV and garage is going to spot where the Jaeger's playing. That's Saiyan. It's meanwhile, Caveman with an interesting rotate here on the main wall of church, while Nervy holds down on the central stairs, halfway down the central stairs, of course, and Skullex is directly above him. The Valcam spotted, and Skullex will rotate upwards instead. Mischief, he's inside a garage. It's a second floor take from the side of KL11. Once again, they want to make sure they get all these roamers, but are there any even outside of the Valkyrie? Not the Valkyrie even, everyone is actually on the basement, but there's the Jackal scans coming in from the side of Skullex. The man's on a hunt again. This time the Valkyrie is in his sights. Nervy's got to be careful right now. He's probably nervous about it, but we're going to see whether or not his nerves get the better of him. I'm going to stop with the puns now. But in the meanwhile, playing the Hibana, he's going to be doing some hard breach as vertical lenses are being established by the Buck, all the way from logistics actually down towards kitchen. As a Jackal secondary shotgun in use as well. Tons of soft breach utility from the side of KL11. They're taking their sweet time to get in towards site, make the push happen, as flashbangs are going to be thrown in any second now to take out the ADSs, but there's shots already being fired by the smoke, and a canister comes in. The thermites aware. Nightmare's taking a lot of damage just to clear some utility, and that's gonna of course give him something to be afraid of. Mischief in the meanwhile has found Nervy, and unfortunately the Valkyrie has gone down. Will the smoke find the Zofia? Not quite. Mischief is the only one who has taken a bit of damage outside of Nightmare, of course. Pussycat is pushing up. He's taken out the shield in front of the smoke, forcing the smoke to pull back just a little bit while the hatches are being opened by the Hibana on the other side of the map. But no, the shots from through the smoke is going to give Icon the kill right there with the SMG-11. Holding down dirt has been successful for him. He's thrown out his last canister as well, expecting a push from any other operator, any other attackers. Flashbangs are being thrown in by the Buck towards the side of Church. Nightmare's on the kitchen ash, trying to make his way towards the main default plant inside of Armory. Less than 20 seconds remain for the side of KL11 as they need to make this push happen. The Hibana's in. Bot's going to go in first to try and find these frags while his friend, of course, comes in for the plant. There's one. That's the Jaeger down. Will he find the Maestro? He's seen him, but no, the Alder will win because of a whiff shot. But Skullex is in. Will he see the Maestro? No, he's going to down him, but he's going to get taken out as well. That's Icon from the back, but the plant is coming down from Nightmare. Will he be seen? I think he's already inside the church. Yes, he is. The plant's off, but Icon's found another. That's a triple kill for the smoke. Heathen's down, of course. That means Icon's all alone in a 1v1 because Bot has also been down, but looks like the revive is going to be in from Heathen, and the Hibana was down in the wrong place. Heathen's going to confirm on that one as it's all down to the Thermite. The lone man inside the church, prone in a very bad position indeed, but Icon not seeing the feed. The marks are in, the Thermite's been down, and a quad kill for the smoke means that the counter defuse will go off. A little bit of a comedic play right there between Icon and Thermite Nightmare. But at the end of the round, it's going to be the Peacemakers taking the fourth, equalizing the score count 2-2 in no one's favor. And what a quad kill from the smoke to hold down site.
My real question to the smoke right now is how did he not spot the feed, the entirety of the thing below the torso level of the Thermite was right in front of him on that rotation that he was staring at. He was prone, he was right there in front of him. Right, anyways, he got the clutch in, and that was very much necessary for the side of the Peacemakers. We'll be seeing ourselves around round 5. 2-2 is indeed the scoreline, and 6 pick from the Frost onto the Bandit. Very obvious. It's not exactly a predator you want to be choosing when you happen to go to CCTV while the Bandit is on the exchange, you know. I've got the Buck being exchanged for the Kali as well. Looks like the Kali's been alternative for KL11 in specific for just for Thatcher. It's okay. You can use that. There's other ways to do that as well, you know, to try and achieve what you're trying to. There's sometimes you can go down below, etc., whatnot, but no. Maybe they're employing the Kali. I don't blame them. It's okay. It's a good tactic. It's a good improv that they're using. But they've got the Capita one as well this time around. That means we might as well see that garage rafters panel trick from Skullex. That happens to come all the way on the side of where the Bandit is tricking. That'll be nervy this time around. We might as well find that happen. But let's see how things will go down. It's definitely turning out to be a very spicy match today, and this is what I would expect nothing less from both these teams. I'm going to be honest here, the Peacemakers, after a new revamped roster, they're definitely coming in to win matches here. They're not giving up, and they want to make sure that they put every single round on board for that. And so is KL11, making their way to qualifiers, beating 60 teams on the balance. Not exactly 60, but yeah, it sounds good when you say that. It sounds, oh damn, KL11 beat 60 teams. Just kidding, guys. 60 teams in the qualifiers, but then there's the brackets, the stages and stuff. You don't necessarily fight the 60 teams, right? So yeah, I think on a general scale, you guys understand what I'm trying to say. But that being said, KL11 has made it here with quite a lot of hard work, and they do want to give up, not right now. Sam will be going for a run, he's going to find it. Bot goes down, the Hibana is out and out. That's a very important kill that the Jaeger is found right now for the side of the Peacemakers, as he's going to take down the speakers as well to make sure But Capta awfully close. Okay, this was not what I was expecting. This is the Wamaya play. He doesn't even need to do this. There you go. Capta approach come into play, and there's the bandit burned to death. He's going to move away from the position while the Thermite will be going for the breach any moment now. Possible another asphyxiating bolt from Skullx will be expected. There you go. Nervy very low on HP. Might get burned to death. Does he not know this? He's still waiting. Wait a minute. He's gonna pick up a kill on the Pusscat. That's the person who was trying to push from the side of garage doorway. That's your Zofia taken out. And Gale 11 not looking great right now, as Skullx wants to save his other asphyxiating bolt to try and dislodge the Maestro is playing up and above him. Might as well be able to do that. Let's see how Heathen is going to answer back. He's got one headshot, though. Will he find 3 more? It's the real question of pushing up and creeping up onto him very slowly but very steadily as well. There you go. The Kali's one tap comes in. That's all she needs. A bullet to the head. And your Maestros is going to say goodnight for now. No breach. No breach being done for the side of KL11. Looks like they want to go all fragging potential. Nervy, meanwhile, is going to find mischief though. But here's Skullx is trying to pick a fight along with the smoke. No, that's the mute downstairs on the new blue. He wanted to go for the C4 play, but here's Nervy with another. It's out on a Skullx. My man has got to get himself the 1 versus 4 done. It's not a position I would not expect him. I really don't think he's going to be making out of it. Caveman pushing him up very slowly. He's not noticed the laser somehow, and Skullx has got a very easy kill onto him. 20 seconds left, and looks like he wants to take a little bit of a timeout. He's not even going for the push right now. As, he's taking a timeout. Most definitely. KL11 needs that as well. The way they've been a little too scattered, they've not really had a whole lot of composure. Definitely taking these few seconds, 30 seconds on board for KL11. They'll be recalculating and reassessing whatever's going wrong. But that, meanwhile, is going to award the Peacemakers with another round on board. 3-1 is going to be the scoreline as we proceed to round 6 before the role swap.
Well, the Peacemakers looks like they are starting to get together and really gel, because this last round was a fantastic show of defense on Clubhouse. Standard strategies, mind you, but it is making those standard strategies work that really shows how well a team is working with each other. Second floor gym bedroom is going to be the site of choice from the side of TPM. This is their last defending round, of course, unless we go to overtime, that is, because round 6 is in play, the last round before role swap. And after this, KL11 will be hitting the defense. And that situation I spoke about, does anyone remember? The one where I said 3-3 on Clubhouse for the attackers on the first half is a win. Well, right now, KL11 are going to have to do that. Otherwise, TPM will go in with an advantage towards the side of round 7 roll swap. And I'm pretty sure KL11 wouldn't want to be faced with a team in the lead going on attack, while they would want to, of course, have a fresher start coming into the side of defense. It wouldn't be the freshest start, of course, 6 rounds have already happened, but it would still be effectively a 0-0 scoreline within a 3-3 round tie situation. Icon playing the castle, of course, we know this strategy from pretty much the day Clubhouse got buffed, shall we say. Of course, this version of Clubhouse is what's called the map buff, not a map rework. For a map rework, I mean, there's plenty of maps out there. There's House, there's Oregon, there's Hereford, mark the hesitation right there. Nobody likes New Hereford, shall we say. But regardless of that, gym bedroom is going to be held with the castle barricades and stopping, at the very least, denying access to where the bandits tricking on the main wall hallway with the help of some ADSs and meat jammers and all the like. This time, of course, the side of KL11's got to be careful of the early peaks right there. The last time we had Saiyan the Jaeger go on a bit of a run initially. I don't think he's going to be doing that this time around, as the drones are coming in from Mischief towards the red hallway on the eastern stairs area, while the Maverick's already here to do Maverick things. I'm not sure if they want to go for the half-wall trick or no. I think it's just trying to find where this bandit's playing. The C4 is going to come out from any second now. That's Caveman. He could do this. We've seen it happen before. The C4 was going to come out, but no, he's going to blow himself up instead. He did take Skullx with him, though, and the sinking ship finds, of course, a fatality. That is Skullx off the board. Caveman had to trade his life for the Maverick. Meanwhile, Nervy's gonna find one. That's Pusscat off the board. A soul for a soul. And that's what the Bandit went out on. Meanwhile, it is a 4 versus 3. The defenders are in a bit of an advantage because the Zofia went down in the meanwhile. That was the push coming in towards the side of Cashroom. Saiyans holding down right now, and Nervy, the Legion, is holding down with him. Couple of attackers inside of CCTV, not exactly working out for the side of KL11 right now. As bots found Nervy, finally the refrags in onto the Legion. There's a minute 24 remaining. Will this line of sight work out? No, not quite. Saiyans gonna get away with his life. Full HP intact, mind you. Both the hard breachers are low. Hibana's, of course, lower than Thermite. Well, Mischief, he himself is full up on the health pool. 3-3 is the score. 3-3 is the man count right now, as we have just about 60 seconds remaining from the side of KL11. It's definitely a quicker push from them than it has been for a couple of rounds. But again, they need to expedite the process. The drones are going to get taken out by the defenders. TPM, as the Jaeger's position, of course, has been given away. Their bonus pushed in towards construction. Will she be heard out as she approaches the rotation? I don't think so, but no! Saiyans still going to connect right there, taking down a bot. And unfortunately, that leaves KL11 in a bad spot. A 2 versus 3, all down to Nightmare and Mischief to get this round out for their teammates. Nightmare is going to push in towards construction as well, but there's one right next to him by the bomb at the door as Jaeger's found another one. That is a double kill for Saiyan onto Mischief. The buck is down. It's a 1v3 for the Thermite. Will he be found? Yes, he will. Saiyan with the triple to finish the round. Nightmare goes down, and KL11 find themselves in a bind. It is 4-2 in the favor of the Peacemakers, going into round 7 roll swap.
The Peacemakers definitely taking amazing advantage of starting off on defense first. Get themselves a 4-2 into roll swap. Really well done by them. I've got to give it. TPM looking very strong with the new roster. But here's the thing. We might as well see KL11 make the comeback. It's only 2 rounds in differential, you know. It could be their game. I wouldn't really say it's anybody's game, because KL11 not looking strong right now. And the way it looks like, if TPM can keep on the pace that they have so far, they might as well walk away with this victory. But mind you, KL11 losing this does not mean they'll be eliminated, because this is into Division 3. That means it's a group stages. There's no elimination until the end of the season. And the end of the season is after 3 weeks. So don't worry. Chill out. KL11 has still got 6 more matches to go through. So yeah. So it's going to be a whole lot very fun-filled this season. Season 4. So what am I expecting? Both these teams, but right now, it's KL11's, they want to step up. Whatever they're doing is not working out. And now with the role swap into play, they'll definitely be having some more room to work with. The dynamic of having to play on defense on a map like Clubhouse is definitely something that they'll be having to take advantage on. Because right now, it's a do-or-die situation for them. They'll let Peacemakers walk away with another round, and that is going to be the side of the attack now. Very close to match point. 1 round away from match point, something you don't want them to walk away with. But let's see if they'll be able to do that or not. I can bring out the Hibana. We've got the Thermite and the Mavic being employed. All 3 hard breachers that are allowed to be played in competitive siege will be employed from the side of the attack. I love that. I love to see that when the map happens to be Clubhouse, because there's always something that you can breach. You know, there's no way you cannot use all 3 of your hard breachers. And I think that's what amazes me. I think we Indians love to do so much hard breach. I mean the HARD, not the HERT, because we keep playing Clubhouse so much in this Indian circuit of Rainbow Six Siege. A possible nade from Caveman is what being expected. That's where the stuns come out first and the nade comes out second. Well done, but now the breach is very free for the side of KL. Look at that, very good clear of utility being done as well. But I think there were my charts, what is getting heard out from the side of the attackers. Mind you, KL11 does not even want to imply any sort of utility. They're trying to stop the breach. All they want to do is allow them to have the breach done and then play that on a possible Glandinal situation that I'm looking at. They've got 2 C4s, they've got 3 gas canisters. So most definitely that's something they'll be forward to. But it might as well be a retake situation, who knows, maybe. But the Zofia is pushed up awfully close to side. Oh boy, this is very, very scary for the side of KL11. They've got to be careful of plays like this, as we've entered a mute charge bug. We will solve that after this run. Definitely we'll be going into rears, but a bot, not a bot, bot is going to find, excuse me, sorry bot, we'll be finding Nervy. That was your Zofia off the board. We're seeing Saiyan make his way up. And I have to go back to somewhere where the mute is being used. Well, I find that. Somebody go on a drone, please. No, at least not as of now. So the way you happen to... Oh, there you go. There you go. Found it. Is it solved? No. No. So the last time the spectator bug got solved is when I happened to walk into somebody's looking at another mute charge. I had to spectate that person. But it looks like that's not going to be the case. But let's not waste any more time on that. Let's get back into the match. 40 seconds left. They've got to make the push happen. He's going to be found signed with an amazing shot. That's bot taken off the board. I'll still be saying Icon. He's going to be holding down and going for the rappel, in fact. All right, interesting. This Peacemakers have got very less time to work with. 4 versus 4 established. This might as well be KL11's game the way it's looking at right now. 20 seconds left. The push is happening. Goes for the beak. He's going to fall back. That's Puskat. Comes up with smoke canisters in there, but the push has happened. There's Ethan with a double kill. Where did he even get that from? Very destructive. But here's the... What? That doesn't connect. What is the smoke doing? Side is allowed to get 2 free kills for the side of the Peacemakers. Look at this. The Nomad walks in, gets a frag into the smoke. The Valkyrie goes down too. KL11 not looking great today. Round 8 will be going to the side of the Peacemakers. And look at this, very strong. 1 round away from match point. Just like I said, we'll be going into a quick rehost right now. And we had a little bit of a bug on the mute jammer stuff. Yeah, you know, it happens. Yeah, we'll be going into rehost. We'll be right back in just a bit, guys. Don't go anywhere. We're just having a little bit of a difficulty. 5-2 though. From match point, that is the Peacemakers, while the side of KL11 have got quite the uphill task to do. I'm sure all the fans, they've got to start praying because they need it. We'll be right back in just a bit.
Very ballsy revive, but Rovnex is here with cover for King Arthur. But there's a bandage to find the kill onto the IQ. And he's going to find another one. Will he find the third? Zophia's inside of logistics right now. And yes, the kill is confirmed. A triple kill for Vinitas. As Marchman is going to find fun in the meanwhile. But I believe that was the fusion drop inside of construction. And Vinitas is going to be holding down for the meanwhile. It's a 3v2. All down to Marchman and play against Leo Tazu and Vinitas. Oh, the shots are fired, and the Nomad will go down to a quad kill by Venetaus, and more shots are being fired. I believe that's Umai fighting the Hibana, so I have an idea at least. And the Bandit should go for the speak any second. Oh, yes, he will, and the kill is confirmed! Venetaus with the ace for Sage Elite. The man really came alive in this round. And
because he's exposed on one angle, which is quite surprising. It's quite impressive to see, and whoa, that's a really great shot there from Extend taking out Hussein. The pings are being spot on, and the push is coming in from the Nomad, and he'll eventually get the head of Wamai, and he will eventually get a double kill. Go with Micro C4, he can be able to use it once from surprise, but it doesn't work out. Abid, triple kill. He is on a roll here, but he won't be that much because he is the only operator remaining currently, and he needs to clutch this one out on a 1-2 situation. He still needs to know that there are 2 players who's currently situated from the bakery. He sees the head, and he eventually takes a vid and gets a quad kill. Just Noctis remaining here. Angles being opened up. He doesn't know exactly where the location is. Pins being found out from Nomad. He still has to be careful. He has to go for the frag. Goes to the vault in. Sees the head of Echo, and he will get it. Action with the ace, and they will win round 6 as almost walkover.
Will be more than happy to take that kill. Ball still standing away more than enough himself. First team that's gonna fire from below. Tiki Donut, so much damage is downed. And will the kill be confirmed any second? As the heartbeat scanner comes out, he's gonna see the slow movement, and the kill should be confirmed. Not quite. Spaceman, you're very close to taking the ash out, and if Seeking Donut goes down now, then Darkness Esports will be in a back position, but shots are fired from Diego. What a headshot from Spaceman! He's gonna confirm while the revive is coming off. 3, will it be spotted on the side? Shots are fired, but no, the UMP will win. Edges in his position, and the Thermite seems to peak. There we go. The kill is confirmed. It's all down to Kaid. Mischief in less than 50 seconds remaining. He's finally off, and Mischief is here on the second floor. The third floor, that is. He doesn't even have a C4. He has to go for the gunfight, and the AOG probably isn't going to win in this situation. He's going to go for the peak. He finds one. Almost gets collateral, but he won't be getting that just yet. Both attackers are pulled back towards the painting set, and oh, what a connect! Onto the head of Lawrence from Mischief. It's all down to Frost Roll. Mischief himself is very low on HP. The Kaid could be taken out by just sneezing on him. Noise right here as the bot. He knows where this guy is playing. The running from the Kaid is given his position, but no! A clutch is confirmed by Mischief! The play is in, and the Kaid lumbering around on top floor will get the counter defuse in. He misses them, and the plant is coming off. I think he will find the kill onto one. It's all down to the smoke, and Zujin will get the plant off. There is the kill from Ovidvi onto Gypsy, as it's now 1v2. Make that 1v1. The smoke is here for the clutch. He might just be able to find it. The last attacker towards the side of Red Stairs. That is Jinx. It's between Jinx and Ovidvi. The SMG11 versus the Type 89. Will the shotgun come up from the smoke? He's going for the angle from the Heaven has drop. Will he see the Hibana? Will the Hibana see him? He's going to go back to his diffuser. Try and bait it out with a counter defuse. Or will he stick it? No, he's baiting it. The Hibana doesn't push, but he's going to be seen! And Ovidvi with the triple kill clutch is going to get the round for the side of Dauntless Esports.
That is not a play you want to be making. I'm not sure if that's the right thought process, but no, there he was thinking I'm going to find Sophia. I'm going to find the frag and Sonic exchanging some shots here. I think he's trying to go for the bandit tricks that are stopping him, but there you go. The quick peek comes in once again from Spaceman. That is a frag that the one we needed. So the drop down comes in from, well, like I said, it's essentially 2 versus 1, and now Spaceman comes in with the C4 next. Well done, Thunder goes up. He's taking the plant, he's not getting off of it, mind you. That means a post-match situation, but no, Spaceman is going to back you off quite a bit. He's not going to find the frag. He will indeed. That's again the one doing with the plays. Once again from the side of Spaceman, and that is what is going to secure almost walkover. Another round on board. Has not made a rotate that they needed to. Smokes are going to come out from the gridlock as the push is going to happen towards the Visa Rover. Will they be able to find him? The Maestro's here. Will he find one? No, he gets taken out. Instead, the Thatcher was at gunfight. Meanwhile, Kingstar got Keo. That is the diffuser drop, but the plant is still happening. Will he find him? Yes, he will! The denial is in. The Jaeger shooting through the smoke is going to connect onto the planter. And as the gridlock goes down for Rios, but that is, of course, at the end of the round, as CSK is going to be taken down. He was trying to come in, but there was a peek from Yellow Stairs. Meanwhile, there is a Sonic. That is the man on Yellow Stairs with the diffuser. The pulse is very close to him, but so is the Thermite, of course. Will they find the pulse? I don't think they have. Kyo's going to find Kingstar. Meanwhile, that is the pulse down. It's all down to Lynch once again. Can he see the plant? He sees the hands, and he gets the down just in time! The Maestro with the evil eye doing it again! And oh dear me, veterans on the attack will be kicking themselves this time. Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the game between the Peacemakers and KL11. We are just about to be back from the rehost right here. That was taken from the side of the admins because we ourselves were hit with the spectator bug of the mute jammer, well, constantly going off in our ears. No other audio of the game, and that was, of course, unfortunate, but, you know, that kind of a bug, we can't have that for all of our viewers at home. That would be disruptive. So we decided, let's take a rehost and come right back. And we're pretty much here from both of these teams going into this match on Clubhouse. Right now, the score stands at 5-2. In favor of in favor of the Peacemakers, not KL11. KL11 are in a bit of a bad spot. Round 7 roll swap. You'd think going into defense would go in their favor. Unfortunately, it didn't. That Nomad had a pretty much a walk-in double kill to finish off the round. And that, of course, gave Peacemakers round 7. So, yeah, you know, we're just... Right, so action phase is about to begin. Well, action is about to begin right here on the match on the map of Clubhouse. We are back from the Rios, of course, as right now, Basement Church is going to be the site of choice. And it's going to be very interesting to see whether, how, the side of KL11 continue this defense. Now, this is another sound bug that is very prevalent in what we're used to seeing, which is the fact that pretty much most of the audio in the game gets muted out, deafened out for whatever reason when we go to Basement Church. It only stays for the phase, almost 10 seconds of the action phase itself, as you know, it should go away soon. We have gunshot sounds, we have beat sounds, and slowly but surely the footsteps sounds will come back as well for this particular round. And right now, it's very interesting to see where we stand, where KL11 stand from this point forward. We've got the smoke once again with the shotgun. The Mossberg is in his hand. The cat is going to be holding inside a dirt tunnel, but will he be actually? Because he's running around a lot around sight.
It's Nervy. He made his way in towards the first floor lounge already. Mr. Loud is going to be joining for himself and his team to make sure he knows exactly where these defenders are sitting. Caveman at the top floor, actually. Got to hold down for the time being. It's actually going to be a fairly interesting match going forward from here because KL11, they've had a bit of a timeout now to gather up and sort of regroup and get their priorities straight, get their communication in order and all that whatnot, discussions and adaptations that they need to make. We've seen this before from them. They've come back from similar positions in the qualifiers, but will they be able to continue that today? That's what really matters. Now, mind you, as Foxy said, you know, even if they lose today, they won't be eliminated from the league. Of course, it's only their first game in Season 4. But they would like to win it to give themselves that early boost. You know, the first match won is a very important step in going forward to the rest of the season, rest of the league itself. As you know, they can win one, they can lose a match, they can lose a couple, in fact. As the comes up from Bob, it's not going to connect onto anybody. The Hibana up there had rotated all the way towards the counter of First Floor Kitchen. And of course, given her enough cover, is Bot even aware of where that operator is sitting? No, he is now, but a little late as he takes a bit of damage right there. Quarter of his health gone. But he's still going to be taking more damage. He's down finally from that very same C4 hold that he made earlier. And he's going to go down. Unfortunate for the side of K11, but they have already lost one of their biggest guns in terms of utility and intel power. Meanwhile, Mitch is pulling up, but no, he doesn't know the Sophistian oil pit corridor. And that's going to give away Nervy the kill on the Mischief. There goes a Nightmare by the hands of Stain. It's a 2v5 now. All down to Scullix and Pushcat. Pushcat's made his way towards the kitchen. Not the smoke bait throw, but that's given away his position to the side of the attack. As Scullix is actually Pushcat gets one, but he's down to the meanwhile. Scullix is the last man standing, firing away. He's found one as the kill is confirmed onto the side of one of the attackers. But the Maestro, lone man sitting inside by the boxes of Arsenal. How much can he pull off? He's got to get 3 more attackers right here. As I've got to get some air in my lungs. In the meanwhile, the marks are coming in from the defender intel devices. Maestro's here to peek, but there's a Nomad to counter as the plant will be going down from the bottom behind the boxes of a church. There we go. Icon's going for it. And there's the shots from the Maestro's ability, but no, he's not going to connect anytime soon, as it's got to be a post plant for Scullix to hold down. 40 seconds on the hand of the Maestro, but no, he's not going to be able to capitalize on any of it. There is the Nomad. They're saying, and there's the Peacemakers going to match point, coming back from the rehost. Round 8 goes to them. They go from 5-2 to 6-2. And what a way to come back from the side of the Peacemakers. Not a full-on comeback, mind you. They weren't in any real danger, like massive danger, pre-roll swap either. It was a 2-1 in favor of KL11. Now it's a 6-2 in favor of the side of TPM.
Well, this might as well be another story of a team having an amazing run in the qualifiers, but not able to survive the heat of Division 3. I don't want KL11 to be that. Obviously, this is only the first match. I don't want to judge them right now. They have so much more time to fall back from this or even recover from it. 4 more rounds, they can still make it happen. I'm not even giving them that. Even if they happen to lose this match, it still wouldn't be... if I was KL11 fan, I wouldn't be disheartened. They've still got a lot many matches to make the comeback happen. I'll give you a good example. Team Super, they started off very bad in the first week of Division 3. And the way they happened to pick up the pace in the week 2 and week 3, now they got the promotion into Division 2. That's how amazing a league system works. That's how you put the points on board. And that's how things turn around. So yeah, definitely KL11, I'll be looking to see more from them, but it still stands to see. Let's see going ahead, we'll see some of those KL11 plays as we know or not. They might as well get themselves a breather. Meanwhile, this round might be with the round they happen to find themselves that spot where they can make it out of there from the clutches that TPM has put them in. And more than that, it's been the TPM show. Definitely TPM looking very, very, very strong with the new roster. Amazingly strong. The Keyman, he's making sure he's just landing some shots here. Keithan will be watching that angle as well. We've got Nervy come up with the Sophia once again. The Keyman will be running the Maverick. He's waiting for his friend Heathen to come up and go for this. There's a little bit of a breach that they're trying to imply. There you go. The nades will come out, but the C4 comes in first. Does that claim anything? Oh, it gets shot out in the mid-air. That's so unfortunate for Mischief. He tried to go for a 200 IQ play, but TPM, luck is just on their side today, man. That was one hell of a lucky shot through the air. Pretty well done. Breeze goes down. Meanwhile, bot is gonna find a frag. That's on the Cyan. I'm not sure where that went down. All right. We're employing the tunnel angle all the way on the side of Jacuzzi. I'm not sure what Cyan was doing on the side of Jacuzzi though. That's my real question to the Nomad. What would his work even be over there? I'll be seeing drone work being done from all the attackers and making sure they have enough information to work with. Making this push at the moment now, but like I said, KL11 might as well be able to get 4 rounds on board. And boy, if they do make that happen, that'll be another greatest comeback that we have seen on Clubhouse. Obviously, after the Vector Sports Never Diamonds match, unforgettable that one. Unforgettable match that one was. Let's see if KL11 can give us some memories like that or not. Going ahead. We're seeing holding a strong 5-4. Very good going so far in terms of how this round is supposed to be going. Ethan comes up with a peak. He's got to get taken away. Look at the peak from bot. He's getting the double kill, in fact, this round. That's your thermite off the board. So go for this long peek. He's expecting someone. Yes, he's rightfully doing that. That's a triple kill for the Jaeger so far. All kills on board from the side of bot. Might as well find some more. No, he's just gonna pre-fire away, but there's nobody to find there. Caveman, no, Caveman is actually dead. We've got Nervy and Icon left alive in a 2 versus 5. Not a great spot that the Peacemakers have found themselves in. We're seeing Canisters come out as well. Zofia, does she want to go for the drop? She's very confused. She's got to get taken away. That's the quad kill, people, from the side of bot. It's all under my boy, Icon. But it's a ace-nut situation for him, and it's an ace that the Jaeger is trying to find. Which one is it going to be? More likely, the bot will be able to make it out of here. He's going to know where the position of the Hibana is. Everybody from the side of the defense very patient. They don't want to deny him of the ace, then they won't, because bot will be picking up that ace very gladly. Very well done from the side of the Jaeger, and that was an amazing ace coming in from KL11 that they needed so direly. Bot comes alive. And definitely not a bot. My man gets that ace in. Round 10 will be underway, but still, the match point is in the favor of the Peacemakers.
6-3 is the scoreline in favor of TPM, and what a round coming out from bot. As Foxy, of course, rightly put, not a bot in any sense of the word. An ace for the man, as we're going to be moving to Basement Church Oz on the side of the defense right here. Right now, KL11's main priority is to get rounds on board if they want to push for overtime, which would help them, which would give them a chance to win. That is pretty much the only way they can keep themselves alive, as we have the 6-pick from Nervy out of the Ash into the Zofia. Round 10 is going to be very important for both teams. If TPM win right here, that's it. That's the match over, and that'll be a 7-3 for them. If KL11 win, we're going to continue with this match into a 6-4, maybe even a 6-5 and 6-6. That is 3 rounds that they need to win consecutively without fail, and they have to definitely mitigate the mistakes that they've been making across this match so far. Foxy did definitely, like we, of course, at the TC here have seen definitely that we've had teams that start off not great in a season in week 1, but in weeks 2 and 3, they just turn things around and make their time fantastic, get the promotion. We're talking about Team Super, of course, but you know, having a great start in the season also matters quite a bit as to whether or not we are going to, excuse me, we're gonna be seeing KL11 have to, go for that particular return to form, or whether or not they'll be returning to form right now. That is the real question. Final rotates and touches to this defense are being made from the side of KL11 as Puskat. He contemplated breaching the kitchen floor right there, looked up very intently, said, you know what, I don't think I will. And there we go. So some last-minute use of the Bailey from the Maestro. That's Skullex right there. And yeah, the Maestro, of course, is going to be pretty important. The LMG on the man, along with, of course, the Evil Eyes. He's just got to stay safe and secure until time comes for the plant. Mischief this time playing the Jaeger, holding down Blue inside of utility. The oil pit corridor is going to be a point of contention for him. He did try to hold down Blue a couple rounds ago in basement, but unfortunately the Zofia pushing up from oil pit, somehow I didn't know that there was a Zofia pushing up from oil pit, and that was Nervy's kill right there. I actually don't recall if Nervi was the one playing the Zofia that round. There's been a few rounds to excuse me. But, he's got a black eye camera to help himself. Therma's going to be going for a breach. I believe that might be dirt. No, that's not dirt actually. But there's a team kill onto Iken from Caveman. Oh, dear me. Very unfortunate for the side of the Peacemakers. They've just lost a hard breacher. I mean, so to speak, they have 3, but the Hibana with a very powerful Type 89 could have been useful. Caveman's got to be careful right here because there's a smoke playing very close to him. I'm not sure if he's aware. No, the shots are going to be fired, but the smoke misses. Caveman's going to stay alive. He's going to actually go for the re-peek, and he's going to get Pusscat. Unfortunate for Pusscat. That was very ill-advised to go for the re-peek right there, and the smoke goes down. Man counts equalized, and Caveman has redeemed himself for, of course, the team kill out of Hibana earlier. As now, it's going to come down to the score was before that TPM have versus, of course, the defensive side in a 6-2 scoreline. Shots being fired as Heathen's going to go down. He is not aware of the Valkyrie holding down the corridor of Basement Church with an angle inside of Arsenal. The drop in towards the side of Moto's going to come in, but the Legion's going to find that kill onto Maverick. Nightmare with a brilliant peek, but Nerv's going to find bot. In the meanwhile, it's a 3 versus 2, all down to the last 2 attackers. Make that the last 1 attacker. That is Saiyan, as Mischief was the one to drop Nervy. KL11, they have definitely held this down beautifully, as the only hatch breach that has happened is the Moto hatch right here that we see Saiyan come down. He knows that there's a Jaeger in blue, but doesn't he know where the others are playing? Shots are fired, gives his position. Will he find the Jaeger? Not quite. Mischief, playing well enough to hold down that particular area. Saiyan, he's got to do this. Less than 12 seconds remaining for the man. He's going to go for the push into Memorial. Yes, he will, but there's a goo mine to meet him. The shins are covered. He's going to take it out. He's just holding down here, trying to stay alive for as long as he can to give his team time to confer. As the seconds roll down, the time will end. KL11 with a beautiful defensive strategy are going to win round 10. And that is going to give them one more round to stay alive for in this match. Round 11 will be in play. TPM, they're slowly falling apart on this match point advantage that they have for themselves, as it is a 4-6, still in favor, still in the favor of TPM, mind you, but it is round 11. We've seen matches go to overtime from 6-4 before. We've seen a K11 match go to overtime from 6-4 before. Are we going to see the same here today? That is what remains to be seen. Round 11's in play.
It's coming very close. KL11 getting 2 rounds on board already. And for a round that I thought would be TPMs to walk away with, it's just turned out to be very different, very different. Let's see going ahead how things might turn out. We'll be seeing KL11 put an amazing round on board. 2 more rounds to go for the possible comeback. But that's 2 entire rounds, mind you, people. Definitely possible on a map like Clubhouse. You happen to be on defense 100%. That is a huge possibility that KL11 will be able to take us to overtime. But it's a very bad spot that they happen to be in. It's very tricky. One mistake, and that's it. They're done. One mistake, and the round final will go to the side of TPM. TPM wins this. This is the differential right here, people. KL11 needs to put 2 rounds on board, while the Peacemakers need to put only 1 round. Very testing, a very huge testing moment for KL11's aliens right now, because they've got to make sure they show whatever they have right here, right now. The gun skill, the game sense, whatnot does not matter. It's all under these 2 rounds that KL11 will have to put on board. Let's see if they're able to do that or not. Going ahead, this time around, TPM will be all the while more. They'll be very careful at whatever they do. They're not allowing themselves to make any mistakes anymore, because if they do, KL11 is not in a mood to let them walk away with that. We did see the aggression from Bot. The Bot in that round, the round before this where he got an ace, I could see him already shouting, you know. Obviously I could not hear him, but the way he played that is, we're not giving up, team. This is our match. We're not losing. Got that ace really well. That put his team on such a high morale. And the way it looks like, it's just got to go up and up. Let's see if that is going to be the case or not. We'll be seeing the side of the attack make their way and head, in fact, very close to the side of CCTV and Cash. Well, there's only 1 defender, Mischief. Mind you, there's only 1 defender is needed if it is Mischief, who's holding on all by his lonesome inside Cash room. They'll still be holding this very strong. So we'll go for the breach. There you go. The breach is coming in. No impacts. Excuse me, no impacts, because he'll be using the proximity alarm, in fact. And any moment now, the feet can get spotted out from the Nomad. There goes some flashes. Oh, now his position's being given away. UMP, not a great gun you want to pick a fight on, but the doorway is being watched by the Jaeger. Very classic stuff being done for the side for KL11, but this is a huge gamble that they're happening to play on. You're gonna have to make sure they convert on it, not enough damage done to anybody for that matter. So far, as I speak about it, bot, dude, this man has been amazing. He's having a blast. He's gonna get a frag very easily done out of the Nomad. And I don't think he's even gotten time to expel his Nomad charges, the air jabs. But there's a shutdown from Norway. A good shot from the Zofia. He's going to get that kill on the bot. We're seeing a few drones come out. My Mischief is going to lose his life. He's still not out. But any moment he does get hurt out. And there you go, the drone's in. They know exactly where he's down. And the kill confirmation should be in any moment now. There you go. Norway's already going in. But a trade comes in. Scullix and Heathen. A trade right back in. It's a 2 versus 3. Not in the favor of KL11. They've got to bring this in their favor. If they don't, it's all on Knight and Puskat. The boys have to make this. They have to make this for the team, because if they don't, it's all under the Peacemakers getting this plan done already. He's on the side. You know the aggression from Alibi. What are you doing? He's going to try and find the Zofia. He's going to lose that fight very obviously. It's all down to the Bandit. Just notice where the plan is going down. It's a bad position to be. Put the shield on. That's going to give cover to the attackers. And there you go. Peacemakers will be rounding up today's match for us. And that is the match 3 out of the 4 matches that we're going to see today. But that is also the shutdown for KL11. Like I said, people, let's just hope this isn't another team that made it from qualifiers in a dominating performance. Is just not able to survive the heat of Division 3. KL11 not having a good day definitely, but Nervy though takes away the MVP from the side of the Peacemakers. Look at that, the after Rio scoreboard obviously, but a bad day for KL11 and their fans indeed. Going ahead. Going back to the next match coming up, I think Blackjack will be the man to brief you on that. Blackjack, the mic is all yours.
Thank you for that, Foxy. The next match that we have on hand is Team Area 69 taking on Instinct Esports. And that should be a very, very exciting game indeed, as we'll be taking a quick break before we come back with that game. And we'll see you guys on the other side. Stay tuned. Doc down the board. It's all down to Papmeister right now. He did find a kill earlier, but he's got to find 2 more. He's the man with the diffuser. Papmeister, I don't think he has enough intel on where these attackers are sitting. There's one on the doorway. He'll go for the peek right now. He's going to rotate in. He's going to see the Jackal on the table. Down him. He gives away his position, of course, but Zim now has to worry about not having the diffuser. Papmeister confirms the kill for himself. He's sitting by the couches area, and he will... Whoa! What a shot from the Jaeger to clutch things out for Team Selfmade. Or he's going to get refragged onto by the Womai from inside the piano, making it a 2 versus 3. He's collected with a double kill for himself. He's gotten all the kills in this round for his team. And Nurbuda is going to take down the planter, and the IQ goes down as well. It's a 2 versus 1 suddenly. All down to the repelling Nomad Terminator. Full on HP, but no diffuser and very little time in hand. Suddenly the 2v4 has become a 2v1 between Nurbuda and Skalaki. And this does not look like Save Esports round. The Scarlet drop is in, and Rupida will find the kill onto Terminator, giving Team first one as well as a push in the blue is in from the side of Instinct, but no, so he's going to find one more. That's Asterix on the board. He'll be refragged onto by the IQ, who was coming in through the hallway, and that is Solarfin starting things off for the side of Instinct as well, of Instinct Esports. Nope, the Legion goes down from the IQ, the G8A1 pre-firing. Oh, he's going to find 2. Yakova and Sunny are off the board, and suddenly to 3 versus 2. Ven and Paranoma have to do something about this, because they're in a spot, and the IQ's already inside his sight. Arsenal of boxes. Ven's going to find one with the C4. That's Cologne drive down, but the flashbangs are coming in. The G8A1, is it downing the pulse? Yes, it is, and it's all down to Ven. The Mozzie caught in a 1v2, but the diffuser's not the side of the attackers. He's going to find one. He's going to down one, that is, but the P10 only has so much ammo. The pistol's out. Will he find it? No, he won't! And Solar Flip.
That's something that we'll have to worry about, but they everybody's going to double down on him. That's definitely a gang up on him. Meanwhile, the Flash is going to keep the Pyromaniac. Ipana comes up with a super, and Ipana, oh boy, this could be something that Ipana can happen, because Tom's on the Spider is only 1 HP left. The man has got to make this clutch happen. He's got a amazing play. He's going to bring that out, but that's a good distraction. Already Diego wins back all the way on the side of it. Atlantis scored again. See, burned up. Ooh, clutch for Phoenix. Once again, an amazing throw comes out from the. But then again, do not forget the fact that there's another penalty coming up. Oh, a Pyromaniac is going to shut down the carry rocket. This match going on. Pyromaniac is going to find another try. That's Adam of the board. Coming back to what I was saying, from the looks of it, the way the match is going on. Optica is going to find Spidey. That's a nice free flag. In fact, Pyromaniac will have to make sure he gets that flag on. Optica is creeping up on behind him right now. He doesn't know that they're not going to each other, but he's going to be the first one who finds him. And Pyromaniac gets that flag. I don't think Dormite knows that he's going to go for a white tree, but he's already a dead Dormite that he's leaving here. Or he's making his way through the blue split. He's going to find Ricky and movement on. Yes, he will. The quad kill comes in from Pyromaniac on the side of the Peacemakers. And the man has definitely been fragged, man. But the Rattler on some days is not feeling it. But meanwhile, Invalid's going to find a nice frag. It's going to get them a shutdown very early in the round. Cash will be watching the flank, and Invalid's going to claim the life of Hobby. That is with the C4. The Pulse comes alive, and Invalid does a real possibly his way up. He's not going to spot him, and Pulse and another kill. 3K for the Pulse so far. Every here, somebody creeping up on him. Yeah, he takes a lot of shots, and a headshot from him. Invalid comes up with the headshot on the catch and the quad kill. The last frag is waiting for him, and yes, it will. Invalid, the ace from Zoo Sabres, is going to secure round 11 for them, and that does also give them a huge breather.
And that is first up, but Ivana goes for the Walton and will be taken out. That is Pyromaniac on the board. That's a hard reach it down for the side of the attack. Spider taking a bit of damage as well. There's a push into the bathroom. Heck, and more shots are being exchanged, but no, the sledge goes down as well. As does the Nomad! Lord Bane, what are you doing? He's throwing the tables upside down for TPM. And again, he's gonna connect onto the Zofia. And the last kill is confirmed as well. Did he ace right there? Was that Lord Bane's ace? Indeed. That is also trying to distraction. We will get a similar trigger on the better stage. The Nomad is over as well. Will you find that? Yes, he will let the double kill for Rats right now. There's another defender center opposite. Just cross the 5. That's the side of 5 seconds. That's the mid right now. Will right now. Will get this throw on Rats. He's moving around quite a lot. Trying to put the confusion spell, and there we go. He will find the triple kill on the spot. There's just one more left. That's Poseidon directly at the block. This is Customs. Number 5, yes, going to go down. That's Ghosty, but no, the kill is here from the man himself. Last 4 kills down. He's going to get down for the goal. He gets taken out, but the back is right. Marco goes down with the statue right outside. That is Poseidon, but he's going to get that flag onto what? It's a 1-4 now. The dog versus the dash. He's going to move the long one. Okay. He's going to move the counter defusing flag. He's actually outside. He might get this. Oh no, he won't. But he's going to get out the flag. What? Look at that. 200 kill. The kills coming in from those two sides. That could have worked, but just not enough time to work to react to the flag.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
LG Ultra Gear Gaming Monitor.
Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the WWE Black D Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege, powered by LG Ultra Gear in association with Zotec Gaming and Games the Shop. I'm your host, Blackjack. Joining me is my co-host, Hammond Fox, as we are here for the final game of the first day of Division 3 in Season 4. Villa is going to be the map, and we are going to be seeing Instinct Esports on the attack, taking on the defense of Team Area 69. Nice game coming right up. Foxy, how do you feel about this game that we have on hand?
Definitely very excited to see how things pan out. And I've got to give the Instant Esports, they've been the most consistent team in Division 3 to be in Division 3 for a little too long now. And that's a very bizarre fact that they've had the promotion come up once on Division 2 though. But here's the thing, they've been the longest in Division 3 out of 4 seasons, 3 seasons in Division 3. There's some secret to how they always manage to survive. Definitely the last season, it was very difficult for them. They happened to make it out of here only by a score difference of 2 points, mind you. 2-round differential. Such a huge differential. That was one hell of a season we got to see last season. But see how things go down. Instant Esports definitely a little bit of a roster change as well. I got Team Area 69 with a huge roster change. In fact, a revamp totally. Let's see how things look on there. And we've seen the Blackbeard ban come out as Cherry. Looks like he's a Blackbeard main. He's just gonna type his frustration out in chat. We've got the Thatcher ban, very classic, very standard. The Maestro will be banned as well. I just had to inform that the Echo is perma banned. There you go. Information is out, and we'll be coming up with the final defensive ban as well, and that is going to be on the Valkyrie. All right, Team Area 69 is going to take out the Valkyrie. That means it'll also be having. Actually, now that I think about it, they've crippled the side of the defense with so much utility. And information trade-off is does not exist anymore. You really cannot get so much information done. So yeah, all of that information is definitely going to be something that will lack on the side of defense. And that's where they're going to come with the Mira play. I almost forgot of the fact that when the Maestro and the Valkyrie will be banned, the Mira stays unbanned. And on a map like Hula, she's going to have a party, definitely. Let's say quick look at both these rosters meanwhile before. Anaconda, Column Drive, Invalid, Asterix, and Seth on the side of Instant Esports, while we have Yakuza, Revok, Tertio, Cherry, and I forgot, I could not really read the last guy's name, Zimdalo on the side of Team Area 69. All right. We'll be seeing Yakuza come up with the shotgun. Looks like he wants to hold on closet. That's the way it looks like. I mean, they haven't got Jaeger, definitely. It's going to be something that he'll have to worry about. Or maybe he might not as well play closet. Who knows? Let's see how things pan out for them. Seeing a castle barricade being deployed on the bathroom window and a rotation being made on the closet as well, like I said, from the master bedroom area. And I'll be making sure that all of this goes on well. Let's see. I gotta think about it. I definitely. Spidey Time is not joining us on Team Area 69. Man, I'm gonna miss him. Let's see how things will go out though. It's okay. I thought for a second that Spidey Time is out of the roster completely, but not. Anyways, let's see how things pan out. Very probable pre-play C4 from Cherry has come out down below. Looks like he wants to bait the attackers into walking into that shields line aside. Very standard tactic being used by him. as will be something that Ancient Esports might get baited on, mind you. It's very sad, but then again, there's so many situations where you don't expect stuff to turn out the way you do. We're seeing Invalid come up with. He's actually got the diffuser in his back pocket as well. He'll be playing the IQ, and a very influential operator right now, because that is going to be the operator that will spot out the pre-play C4 from the mute. Look at this, the push has already happened. Sherry is going to be watching that. Going to be watching that angle. Any moment now, peak shall come in. But let's see if that is going to be the case or not. Mute still looking very strong. There's the shield to cover him, but my charge to protect him as well. We did see this come out. Oh wait, Sophia's pushed up awfully close. Alright, look at this, man. He has no fear whatsoever. Colombo is going to get a frag, but Reok is one. He gets refragged right back in from Gridlock. At a very comical start of the round. How did those kills come out? How was that allowed to happen? More importantly, what did even happen? There's so many things that went wrong. I'm going to have to discuss with you guys once this round is done. But meanwhile, Zimdalo being very ecstatic, trying to find any frags that he can. And he's actually going to lose his head after giving away his position. Now Yakuza. Oh, the yellow. Oh, she's going to get the diffuser down. A really good kill with the pistol. But no, she doesn't want to overpeak this. Comes in with a little bit of a tease and turn. But Terror Show is here. He's got to make sure he converts that into a frag. He's getting tagged. He's tagging his own teammates. He doesn't know where the push is happening. There's the Jackal getting tagged along, but the push-up has already happened. The Hibani's going to win that fight. A shot from the castle. Tertiary knows exactly where the Jackal is playing. Drops down, gets that frag as well. He's turned this into a 1 versus 1. But there's the Gridlock flat stingers that he's got to worry about. There's no impacts as well. Not anymore on the castle. All he has is a deployment cam and a proximity alarm. But he's going to lose that fight because the Gridlock is going to win it. Anaconda comes alive. And that's the Gridlock with some amazing plays. Watching his own flank. Watching his own gunplay. And getting the final frag along with the plan down. Really well done from the side of Ancient Esports. And a free walk-in onto... I don't even know how that strategy is supposed to work with a mute on a shield there, because you literally have the entirety of the 90 hallway open. There's nobody watching it. Things like that will obviously happen. Anybody's allowed to walk into, and you really cannot win those fights sometimes, even unless, of course, you want to pick them with a shotgun in your hand and just play on a suicide spot. A very, very bizarre setup of a strategy that could have been a possibility to convert into a victory, but no. I mean, sure, we'll be going to round 2. So like we did say in the favor of Ancient Esports. Let's see what round 2 brings us.
Well, one thing's for sure, obviously, that end of round bit right there where the Gridlock was stuck on a 1v1 against the castle, that is a pretty good idea. That can give pretty good idea of the kind of map control that a Gridlock alone can establish. Her track stingers and her smokes in a post-punk situation are very dangerous to go up against. Maybe not so much in competitive Rainbow Six, because of course there's plenty of counters, plenty of counterplay, ADSs with my magnets, the whole 9 yards. And of course the track stingers can be shot out. But, speaking from an online player's perspective, I've been at the receiving end of a one-man army Gridlock that just wiped out the whole team, especially when it gets to post-plant. So I'm not sure how that happened, by the way, but it's been some time, and I'm willing to move on, and I'm pretty sure that Team Area 69 are going to have to move on from thinking about that particular end of round, because the next round's already in play, as Yakuza is asking for a breach on the astronomy hatch. And the castle's going to come and do that any second. Now, of course, the Super Shorty on the man is going to allow him to do exactly that. The breaching tool that was given to him and the impacts that were taken away. Cherry, once again, the mute. No shield yet again to hold down the hallway on landing. Not really sure what's happening right there. The shield's being used towards the side of the statutory room bedroom door. And it looks like the Wamai is actually going to pick that up and maybe place it down where it needs to go right here, because the ADSs are prepared and they need to be quick about this. The mute is going to oversee that operation, of course, as Yakuza is holding down on Pantry. Very, very still. One might think he's disconnecting, but no, there you go. The movement's in. And he is still in the lobby. No issues right there. And there's actually an attacker in just about a little ways off from the general vicinity of where he's looking. That's looking Ash down there. As There are lots of explosions going around the map as well. There's going to be a Zofia using her utilities to take out the ADSs and the shield towards the landing. But there's two ADSs. But no, what did he do? And for the peak, of course, the Ash charge from below was what was going to take out the shield anyway. As Columbus found a double onto the defender. That was Yakuza down below. Now the pushing to side is going to come in from the side of the attack. As Esports are looking a little strong right here. But some shots of fight, excuse me. Columbus taking a bit of damage. He's down to close to half, but Sets found Zim in the meanwhile. Not looking great for the side of Team Air 69. They are in a 1v4. Terco's already back on the castle, on the UMP, and on the clutch. Will he find anybody? No, he won't. The kill will be confirmed, and Instinct Esports at the back of Anaconda's play with the F90 on the gridlock. We'll be taking round 2. Both rounds on Trophy Statutory have been won. Both opening rounds on Trophy Statutory have been won by Instinct Esports on the attack. And maybe a change of site is in order from the side of Team A69. It looks like they might go into first floor kitchen dining just to do exactly that. A change of site might just bring things back in their favor. But will it? Or will the side of Instinct continue to dominate? More answers to those questions on the other side, along with Foxy.
Oh yeah, Instinct Esports coming alive once again with the flag game, dude. I've told this quite a bit, and I've tried to explain the fact that Instinct Esports they've never ever in my career of watching these guys play, I've never seen them shy away from a fight. There's an opening, they're gonna peek it. That's that simple. They love to take gunfights, man, and they're good at that. That's why they love to take them, because 9 out of 10 times you win them. It's amazing to watch that. It's just that Team Area 69 is not exactly having a great day in terms of what Instant Esports is trying to do, and they should have expected stuff like that, you know? I'm not saying Instant Esports are not methodical, they're all bringing their fraggers. No, that's not my point. My point being, they find an opening, they do whatever it takes to make that into a conversion, and they do not shy away from that. You know, there's this very good thing, sees that is called calculated aggression. Alright, I'm gonna have to be honest here, we don't see a whole lot of that from Instinct, but yeah. Calculated aggression is the word I'm looking for that happens to bring out most of the times, except not for all the time, very honest. But it's something that pays off because they're good with it, they're more than amazing with it. And you'll have to see that stuff on a map like Winner. They've turned it into a frag house right here, as it's not essentially a map the way you play it. You know, there's this very different approaches to very different maps, and you got to make sure that things have got to saturate in the right way or not. But we've got Rework so holding down side of the living room. Still be watching that. Looks like he wants to find a head. Maybe might as well do that. Rolling very strong, but right now we're still seeing Anaconda make his way up bedroom while Columbus has already made his way up top. Alright, very interesting. Asterix has got himself a mark, but a barricade will be stopping him from that little line of sight. Oh, he's gonna get scared. Now he doesn't know where that peak is coming in from. Rewalk in a really bad spot right now. They're getting dived along from the Jackal marks. They're coming in. Asterix trying to make this push happen. There's another Jackal mark, one more. Oh, he's very patient, very slow on this. Oh, he's gonna spot the Jaeger. He's gonna find the head. Look at the headshot from Asterix. Runs down a spray. Really well done. A good roam clear indeed from the Jacqueline. We've got a C4 being employed from Cherry, but that's not gonna find anything because the breach charge 8 away, I believe. That's very unfortunate for the group. That's the only C4 left for the side of the defense now. They've got to make some plays happen. Instant Esports looking very strong right now. 2-0. Looks like they make it a 3-0 because the man count it's on a 4 versus 3. Stand strong. Cherry shotgun out, holding this very strong. Still holding that down. He's not got a whole lot to work with, but they're still gonna stay on this. You got Tershu watching that similar angle. That's all the way to the side of the laundry. All right. Look at the crossfires being established from. Oh boy, the Jackal does not know this is being pushed, and there's a bandit coming in from the hallway, and there you go. The push comes in, and that's a frag from Tershu as well. Really well done from the side of Team Area 69 because now Instant Esports happen to sit under the deficit. But here's, did you even see that Anaconda? What an amazing game since the man has. The push-up has already happened. The NFP trying to find the UMP. They're not going to find anything though. There's only exchange of firepower, but not enough damage being done to each other. A Plant is going down. In fact, Ursho has got to move up. But Yakuza is going to find the plant, and that's Anaconda down. But no, the gunfight is going to get lost by the UMP, and Invalid finds that frag. Invalid wouldn't be able to find one more. It's a 1 versus 1. Jinan versus his fellow GS9 operator. Gets a deployable cam. He's going to go for the plant right below that reinforcement. Yakuza will have to push up. No C4 in hand. The gun is all that he's got. MP7 comes alive, but the plant has already gone down. And IQ has moved his way all the way back to Laundry. He's going to spot the diffuser, but at what cost? He's got to win this fight. Enough HP to make it happen as well. A 1 versus 1 he's got to win. And he will do exactly that. What a play from Yakuza. A quad kill for the Bandit, and that is going to secure and put the first round on board for the side of Team Area 69, as that is some nice and spicy moves that the Bandit had for himself. From Yakuza, let's see going ahead. Will we seeing more of this kind of defenses from Team Area 69, or will it be in Esports rounds? On to round 4 is where we'll be heading.
Round 4 is in play, and at the side of Team Area 69, they finally got a round on board for themselves. The ball is rolling. The match is truly underway, as I like to say. Because, you know, a 7-0 is always nice to see, but it's even better when the other side, when the other 5 players start getting rounds on board for themselves. That's when the match is really at its most exciting. And right here, this is what the best games are made of. Aviator is going to be the side of choice on the second floor on the 4th round from the side of what's the defending team right now. The castle once again in play. Tertiary, as his name actually says. I misread that as Terrico in a couple of rounds ago. I do apologize for that, everybody. But Tertiary, he's got the castle in play, the UMP, and the Super Shorty. And meanwhile, Reebok's actually playing the MP5K, I believe, because Cherry, he's taking a bit of damage in the meanwhile, a bit of friendly fire coming out from his teammates. But the Mute, of course, playing the shotgun. This is the standard play right there with the SMG-11 from SAS players on defense. You know, Smoke has always had that loadout. He also gets the SMG-11 nowadays, of course. He didn't always have it. As the only one to not get the SAS on the... Excuse me, the only one on the SAS to not get the SMG-11 is actually the Thatcher. Now, old man gets to rest his legs most of the days anyway, so it wouldn't really be much to give him the SMG-11. He's already got a couple of very strong primary weapons regardless, and the SAS pistol, mind you, it gets overshadowed by the SMG a lot, but it's still a very, very good weapon. Alright, Column Drive playing the Zofia this time around, as we are going to be moving into the 4th round. Nice and proper from the other side of Esports. They want to keep their momentum going, of course, get those rounds on board for themselves, and that's why they're going to be droning themselves in carefully as they go. Or they're going to be you know, getting that intel in, getting all the utility done for themselves, as it should be a very, very exciting game indeed. Zim holding down towards the side of Aviator. Inside the side, of course, the Goyo with the Vector this time around, not the TCSG post-nerf. Of course, the TCSG a reduction in pick rate as the Goyo shield is that gets popped. I'm not entirely sure what that is. No, it does get popped now with the breach charge coming in from the Zofia on towards the classical hallway. Yakuza with a very interesting spot right here, halfway down the red stairs, right next to the landing of 2nd floor. He's going to hear the shots being fired. He's going to perk up, excuse me, as an attacker has had a disconnect. That is very unfortunate. That's Column Drive, I believe, the man who's just had the disconnect right there. Shots being fired. No, Column Drive's still in. I actually didn't get to see who got defeated. Excuse me. Shots fired by Yakuza to try and find what's Zovi's thing, but Column Drive, is he going to see the Jaeger? Not quite. Jaeger's going to be allowed to pull back in. Yakuza is back inside of side. 5 versus 4. Unfortunate disconnect from the side of Instinct Esports, but they can still make their way back from this. And Akonda on towards the classical hall window. The 90 window, as Vault is actually open. There's a rotate here, and this was supposed to be held by the side of the defense, and it actually is being held, but Column Drive has found one in the meanwhile as the push-in is in. But no, the Zofia inside of Vault gets taken out by the castle. Anaconda's there to refrag onto Zim instantly, making it a 3 versus 3. Yakuza's taking a bit of damage as well as the Jackal's pushing from balcony. Does he not see him? Reebok! How is he allowed to get away with that? He is not. He's going to get taken down instead, as that is a kill from Asterix in a 3 versus 2. It's all down to the last two defenders inside of sight to make the clutch happen. Yakuza and Tertio, the last man remaining. And there goes the castle. Yep, there we go. The Jaeger's here for the flank. Yakuza finds Anaconda, but the diffuser on set is actually inside of sight. Will he be seen? Yes, he will, but the shots will not connect. Yakuza's given away his position. He's got to go for this peak right here. He will go through the door. Will he be seen? Not quite. The plan is still going off. The shot's going to be fired. The sniper has actually gone off in the meanwhile. Has actually gotten one, but will he find the other one? Do excuse me. In a post-plant situation, not quite yet. Asterix against Yakuza. Yakuza's actually very close to the pieces, going for it. He's trying to bait him, of course. The Jackal with the run. He's been hurt out. Pre-fires are in by the Jaeger. He's not going to see him just yet. Will he connect? No, he won't. It was a great attempt from the Jaeger, but unfortunate for the man, as Instinct Esports are going to win round 4, continue to increase their advantage right here. As there we go, the rehost request is in from the side of Instinct Esports, and we'll be going into a rehost right here on round 5. As you know, a quick look at the scoreboard just to make sure all of the stats are in order. I'm going to be dealing with that, of course, after the matches are done, and we'll be right back with round 5. 3-1 is the scoreline, going in the favor of INES. On the other side of the rehost, stay tuned. They spotted Danger Babu playing on the eastern stairs. Elias is coming for the peak, but no, he's going to miss some shots. Danger Babu with the shotgun, he takes it out, but no, he's not going to inflict any damage whatsoever. As Aussie gets another one, that is Skalaki. He's left Danger Babu down. He will get the Jaeger. That is never put off the board, and the Ash is coming alive, but 2 minute response by coming in well. Danger Babu goes down finally, and Aussie finds another one. That's a quad kill for the man, and he is going absolutely crazy inside the sight. Zin is down.
Flickshot is here to get one. That is Saqib off the board. No more C4s in play, but here's the gun of Flickshot coming in. The commander gains one leg, but Kingslayer gets a double kill. He's going to deny the planter. Yes, he will. That's a quad kill for Flickshot. Does he get the ace is the real question right now. Kingslayer, the highest fragger of the entire division, is up against the clutch that Flickshot has to make happen. The ace, in fact, for the man. The Mozzie has to be very careful about he intends to peek this. Only 5 seconds left. Will Kingslayer pull this off? He's not got enough to plan, and Flickshot gets the ace. Back full freeze. Blackjack, do you mind taking this one for us just a second?
Absolutely. Also going to go for a big runner right here. He's going to knife one. Will he fight 2? Yes, he will. Will he fight 3? Yes, he will. What a play from the Bandit to shut down Team Super on the kitchen house.
But that is not enough to throw off invalid the gut here. Viper meanwhile finds another frag that's on the street ninja all the way on the side again. Viper will find one more. Viper has really been going crazy. So what we find, oh, excuse me, not in the favor of Sabers. We're still seeing the peak coming from the Jaeger, and he's gonna take the fall. Viper with the triple kill. What play from the Zofia. She gets the 4th, that's a quad. Viper, are you kidding me? What is going on with this man? Doesn't know what Zofia is playing, and he's gonna win that. Just not being able to pick up a fight here. Oh, more than that, he's going to be picking up a kill here. A straight up headshot comes in on the Roxanne. That's already your Hibana off the board. A very important frag, and more than that's the only hard feature of him. A frag from Lord Bade. A shot from the Jaeger is going to claim another life. No skill goes down. Pretty good headshot indeed from the man connecting it to it, but this has already made his way on the side. Think he's above? No. He gets taken away by the Jaeger once again, and that's Log being with the triple kill. Does he find 2 more is a real question, but Mello is already going down with the plan. Oh, that is Nexus. Not any time soon. Plan has gone down. Logbane is here with another frag. That's a quad kill for the man. Does he get the ace? Oh yes, he does get it. And look at this play from the side of newcomers. They get themselves the ace on the from the SAS operators. The SMG-11 comes into play from no skill. It's all on Hero, who's all the way onto the white pipelines. He cannot notice what the plan is going down because of the he was blocking him, and what a denial coming in from Beaver. He's gonna get the plant with that snow skill off the board. Go for the replant here, and does he get spotted out is the real question. What? Roxanne, how did you not notice Beaver? Roxanne, what are you doing, my man? Another frag comes out from Beaver just by denying the entire plan, and now Beaver has to find where the IQ is playing, but does you find him or not is the real question. Beaver with the 1-3 clutch. What the sports and Spark gets a 3 versus 2, not the favor of human gaming. Meanwhile, the plan is going down. The Maestro comes up with a peak, but Mike will be the one to convert that into a frag. It's all on the beat. He tries to get the sledge, and he will do so. That's the planter of the board. But there are still 2 attackers that he's got to find, and both of them will be on full HP, and so will be the One ping comes out, in fact, he's going to find the map at some time now. He's going to notice the nomad in that process. Some free fires are coming in, and finally he converts onto Mojo. Beat on the triple kill. He might as well get the squad kill, and more importantly, the clutch that his team so badly needs for the equalizer. He's going to go for this white peak, or maybe he's just going to go a little closer, and he might looks away at the wrong time, and Beat comes up with an amazing clutch. The third kill. Sparko will be playing here, but EX7 will be the first one to pick up a frag. I'm not sure where he got from, but Shelter is going to go down. He's way to this hallway. I don't think he's gotten hurt out. Oh yes, he has. EX7 takes a few shots, but he's going to answer back with the MPX winning the G36C. Stomite goes down to EX7 as well, and that's a triple kill for the man. The Valkyrie though. The flashbangs are coming in, and the proximity mines are. There we go, EX7 with a quad kill this round though. Amazing play from the Valkyrie. And that's at least enough to put a death on the Never Diamonds. But will they be able to convert this into a victory or not is a good question. And he gets playing awfully closely to the Necto window, but that is something that gets spotted out eventually. Swisha keeps to find his playing downstairs. As the Amaru, he just gets spotted out. The spray comes in and he's going to find him. Cobra meanwhile find closely though. It's all on Swisha and Aniket with not enough time left, 18 seconds, and the clock is ticking. No smokes for the side. Aniket and Shelter is going to find one, and that's it. The shutdown comes in from Sam as Never Diamonds, who smokes for the side. Aniket and Shelter is going to find one, and that's it. The shutdown comes in.
Fankel, however, he's got a good position on the subroof rappel, and Patunke on the garage catwalk. He's got a good angle to hold as well. It's a good crossfire being established, but no, Leave is going to find Patunke as well, and the Legion will go down to Fankel. He's now in a 1 versus 2. A Claimer from Lockdown will save the life of Levy, take the life of Levy, excuse me. As Kishimagoni is going to go for the counter defuse right here. He's trying to bait that out, obviously, but he will be caught out as well. As Fankel, the man with the clutch with a chip in from, of course.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power, experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultra Gear Gaming Monitor.
Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the game between Instinct Esports and Team Area 69 on the other side of the rehost on the beautiful Italian map of Villa. We are here on round 5. It is 3-1 in favor of Instinct, and we're going to be moving to second floor trophy statutory as Aviator didn't quite work out from the side of the defenders. They're going to be heading back to trophy, a side that has also not worked out for them. Curiously enough, Team 869, they attempted trophy statutory for the first 2 rounds. They were not able to hold on to it. Let's see, after having tried and won 1 round in the side of dining and kitchen and gotten very, very close for that matter on the side of Aviator and Games Room, how well they'll do going forward from here.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
As round 5 is going to be in play, of course, it's going to be a fairly standard set of defender strategies. But what I'm really interested to see here is how Yakuza will be playing the Ella and Revok will be playing the Doc. The French operator is in play, of course, and I believe Yakuza, since he has the pistol out for speed purposes and whatnot, I think he might have the shotgun, the FO12 in play, trying to take some very close angles and gunfights inside of sight. Meanwhile, of course, Revok playing the Doc, the French healer, is going to be a very important asset. No, actually, I just realized Yakuza is not running the FO12. He's playing the Scorpion, the SMG. Once a terror, now more of a balanced gun, shall we say. And some might even dare to say underpowered. I don't really think so, but you know, Ella is definitely not what she was back in the day when she was released. Oh boy, year 2 and year 3 season 1, they were definitely very confusing times, just as Siege is today, in confusing times as well. With that being said, of course, action phase is in play from the side of Instinct Esports right now. They're, of course, going to be droning away, getting all the intel that they can on board for themselves, while trying to get trying to make sure and maybe even flush out some defenders from particular areas that they otherwise wouldn't be able to. The Jackal's in play from the side of Africa once again. Jackal, being unbanned for a few matches, has seen quite a rise in play. As the IQ, that's invalid right here. He's going to be making his way towards our studio as well. Colomdra was pushed up very close to side once again. He's, of course, got his impact, and he's going to be taking care of the castle barricade on the landing door. But will he see where these defenders are sitting? There's a shield towards the bedroom door. I believe that is Cherry the Mute. Yes, it is the man with the SMG-11. As concussives are going to burn out the ADS, and another ADS is going to come in, but the C4's out. It's going to do a load of damage to Colomdrive, but not enough to finish him off, of course, as it's going to be a gunfight that needs to be taken to finish him off. Drones are coming in. They're going to find where the Mute is sitting, of course, before he gets taken out any second now, while the Doc is going to have his own fight. That's Revok right there, sitting inside of Game Room. Just holding down this angle by the deer and the bomb right now as Cherry's gonna get a peek. No, the ADSs in this area are so many, but finally the grenade is gonna come through from one of the attackers, but Revok's actually found invalid. In the meanwhile, the smoke has blinded Cherry. He's been forced to move out. He's not dead yet as the Gridlock's trying to push in, but the shuffling around from the Mute is definitely giving away his position. The flashbangs aren't gonna find him though. Are the attackers going to push in or not? No, it's not going to be exactly where he's hoping for. That's Colomdre from inside the bedroom who finds the Mute. But Anaconda gets taken down by Tertio in the meanwhile. That is the Castle with the kill. Not the Castle, excuse me, the Jaeger with the kill. The Castle's actually Zim this round as Yakuza inside a walk-in closet is very close to her own sister. That is the Zofia, and a little bit of sister rivalry might just come out from the side of both of these operators right now, but the plant is coming off in the meanwhile. That could be a bait as Colombo has found a double kill for himself. Now there we go. Seth is actually going to be going for the full plant, but he's going to get taken out by Zim from the other side of the site. The Zofia has been down as well, means that Asterix is all alone in a 1v3 that he has to make. He's going to find one. That's the castle on the board. 2 more defenders to go. Yakuza and Revok are what remain from the side of the defense. He's going to go for the peek onto Jim, but the Doc was playing around here, and he still is for that matter. Revok's going to go for the peek, and he's second now. As shots are going to be fired, but no, the Doc actually goes down. In the meanwhile, it's all down to the 1v1. Will the Jackal be able to make this shit happen? He's going to go for the plan to try and extend the timer and or bait. Yakuza, the last man standing. He's going to be closing in, but no, the bait from the Jackal is in. And that's a 1v3 for Asterix. A beautiful play from the man to clutch the round out for his team. And that is going to give Instinct Esports round 5, extending their lead even farther of the back of an amazing play from the Jackal, the Hunter, taking on 3 play and he definitely likes those odds. We're going to have a 4-1 scoreline going into round 6, the last round before roll swap. And mind you, it's a 4-1 in favor of the attacking team on a map like Villa. Right then, 1v3 clutches and whatnot aside, beautiful play from Asterix as we're going to be heading towards the side of first floor kitchen once again. From the side of the defense right now, they've attempted this side before. This is the only side that they've won, mind you, Team Area 69, and that is a side that they want to re-attempt just in case they, not just in case, they need to win a round. One round to give themselves a little bit of momentum going into the post-roll stop situation, because Team Area 69 is not looking good whatsoever right now. In CD Sports, they have completely dominated these first 5 rounds. And the scoreline will, of course, reflect that 4-1. Although, mind you, the last couple of rounds that went in their favor, rounds 4 and 5, were all down to a 1v1 and a 1v3. And I believe both were actually Asterix, the man playing the Jackal, who was the last man standing from the side of the attack. A very interesting situation indeed from the side of, excuse me, from the side of Instinct Esports, of course, because the rest of the team has to buckle up just a little bit. Of course, we're back from Riho, so maybe, you know, having that discontinuation in play may have given them a little bit of rustiness to deal with, while Yakuza is actually going to be dealing with a push from Art Studio. And while sitting inside of the door of Piano, his footprints, I don't think were spotted by Asterix the Jackal. He's on the Art window. No, he's going to go for the vault in. Yakuza, what is he doing? Does he even know that there's somebody? No. What is Asterix doing? Does he know that there's Yakuza? He doesn't. And the kill will be confirmed. There we go. Yakuza gets away with it, just sitting around inside a piano room on the first floor. And he will get that first kill. Unfortunate, but Asterix is a big kill, mind you. That is a Jackal. More than that, that is one of the most influential players of Instinct Esports off the board on this round. Yakuza has lost about half HP for himself, but he's going to be happy with that trade-off as the visual is going to be making a full rotate on the basement on towards the other side. Close to sight, mind you. Invalid with the IQ is going to be his biggest concerns right now, as the RED scanner is going to give away his real-time position to just that one operator. As this double C4 comes out from Zim. All right. He's going to find a couple of attackers, and that's going to turn it into a 5v2. And Anaconda and Column Driver, what remains for the side of Instinct Esports right now, and not in a good situation, are the attackers, as that double C4 from the mute might as well have, not mute, excuse me, from the side of the defenders, might as well have just won them the round right now. It's all down to the Zofia and the Gridlock in a 2 versus 5 going into the end of round 6. They've got a less than minute 15 remaining, as the push to site is pretty much their only option. And there we go, one's down. That is Tertio, the Jaeger, who was on the kitchen stairs, taken out the board. The push to side is going to come in. The smokes are in from the side of the Gridlock. In the meanwhile, as another one comes in, and Akonda, while Column Drive was above, trying to find anybody playing around Memorial, he's still got both of his impacts, mind you, should he need to make a line of sight vertically in towards sight. But I don't think he's gonna be going for that option. Looks like he might go for the laundry hatch drop. The Gridlock has joined him, of course, Anaconda, as the sounds are being heard out by the defenders. Will the kill be confirmed? No. Che takes a bit of damage. He knows that there's a push coming in from here now, as the peek is in from the Zofia, but not quite confirmed the kill. Meanwhile, the Memorial Room being pushed by the Gridlock. Will this be the push that they need? As it is all down to these last one attacker, actually. Anaconda is the last man standing. The Zofia is down. It's a 1v4 for this man on the F90 with the Gridlock, and less than 12 seconds remaining on the clock. Will he find the mute? Yes, he will. That's one kill down, but that's actually Yakuza, the Vigil. He's going to push into side. Shots are being fired, and there we go. The Gridlock's going to go down, and Team Area 69 are going to continue into roll swap round 7, 4-2 in the favor of Instinct Esports. But the one positive for them so far is that they have managed to remain consistent on the site of first floor kitchen dining. Both times they went there, they won, and that is exactly that little bit of momentum push that I was talking about going into roll swap. With that being said, 4-2 is the scoreline. Round 7's in play. Instinct Esports are defending. Aviator Games Room is going to be the site.
Round 7 will be definitely to play. The roll swap has come into play as well. Taking a quick look at the scoreboard. Meanwhile, And that out of the way, it's obviously the scoreboard after the rehost. I really need to emphasize on the fact that we've got Asian Esports getting rounds on board, 4 rounds on board, in fact, while they happen to be on attack. Team Area 69 not able to make the best out of the situation while they happen to be on defense. And 4-2 is what we'll be seeing them make. They might as well be able to step up the pace when it happens to go to attack, but the way this map turns out, the way this map favors the side of defense, I don't think this Esports will be allowing them to walk away with that. Let's see going ahead how things will turn out for them though. We'll be seeing a very good setup come out from the side of Invalid. He's opening up lines of sight. No Mira being empty as well. Mind you, this is a very interesting setup that I'm getting to see from the side of Instant Esports. No reinforcement being made on the side of the bar table area as well. That opens up to study. And look at the waveform breach that he's done on the head level. A very good soft destruction that has come out on the side of the smoke. But there you go. The reinforcement should come in. I was about to talk about that. The bar area reinforcement is something that is very necessary, and you need to get that down because you're employing Goyos on site. But so many open walls. Boy, oh boy, they're playing this offside essentially. Might as well be able to do that, but no castle being played. That means anchor points like the 90 hallway, like the landing area. So many of them are going to be open for them for the taking. Let's see if that's a conversion that they're still waiting to make. But I think now that the economy of the reinforcements are not being used here, they've got to be used somewhere else. And speak about it, using the triple wall or bedroom. But there's no emphasis so far in terms of how they intend to play that out. Asterix will be going for a white peak any moment now, whenever he wants to from the bedroom window. But Yakuza has already got the drone works in, and he already knows, in fact, where Columdra is playing his inside trophy. He's waiting for the right time, for the right mistake, for the Jaeger to make and to capitalize on that into a kill. Watching that angle, he's not found anything yet, but Asterix goes for a really hasty a bit of a high-risk play. In fact, goes all right. He's already watered in. I think Columdra has moved away at the wrong time, and that is what has allowed Yakuza to come in with that Walton. Asterix got to have to be very careful. Oh, he's not going to spot him. There you go. The Ash picking up that frag very gladly and very easily as well. Yakuza lands that headshot onto Asterix. Now the information trade-off has already happened, but Seth, meanwhile, on the side, he's going to find somebody that's cherry of the board. That's a Nomad down. He's going to be found by Zim as well the moment he happens to step down from here. Columdra, meanwhile, taking some shots from the Ash. There you go. The frag comes in, but Yakuza has got to be careful. Where's Columdra? I've gone back to his on the side of the landing area. I don't think he knows that. Now he does. The moment he goes for the peak, he gets taken out, and yes, he will. That's another kill coming in as Instant Esports not realizing the fact that the maximum advantage that they'll be able to take is actually from side. Look at the perfect cover from Rework as well. It's all down to the Maestro. No, that's actually the Mikaid who's got to win it out with the AUG in hand. Gets a frag. That's one. No, he's not going to get another. That's the Ash taking him out. The headshot comes in with a triple kill from the side of Yakuza once again. Yakuza definitely doing a lot of heavy lifting for the side of Team Area 69. Comes alive, gets that frag in. Round 8 will be underway. Still in the favor of Esports, but only by the difference of one round. Let's see what round 8 brings us. Because like I said, the role swap is definitely going to affect the way these teams are playing. And now that they've warmed up to each other, they know exactly what they can be doing as well. So yeah, definitely. Match is heating up as well. 4-3. Might as well see a 4-4 come up. Who knows? Let's see what happens.
Well, round 8 is definitely in play from the side of both these teams, and what a way to come back from the side of Team Area 69. 1-2 rounds back to back, but they're going to have to continue this trend if they want to take the lead right here and have a chance at victory, because of course, winning 2 rounds in a 4-2, that's great. That is beautiful. That is wonderful, but they need to win more, and they have to win more. Excuse me. If they want to make sure that they are going to get everything on board for themselves, as Aviator is going to be the side of, once again, the side of Instinct in the meanwhile. They are going to, they need to, of course, buckle up just a little bit. They need to make sure that they've got all their peaks in play, all of their holds and gunfights. They need to pick their gunfights carefully, of course, and they need to make sure that they don't get taken out by any random peak from the side of the attack. Actually, fuck you. Can you take this on?
Right, we've seen the soft piece being done for the side of Invalid once again, but this time around they're not going to be applying a whole lot of open sight that they did last time around, though. A good adaptation that has come out from the side of defense. They want to make sure that they have whatever they can to work with, but not a whole lot, and that is good. That is good. Sometimes less is great. Less is good. Sometimes we're seeing ourselves head to the 2-minute mark any moment now. Not much work, not much headway that I've seen the attackers already establish control over on 2. But I don't really blame them. Again, the drone walks in, the information straight off is going on as well. While the pen drive is the only one who's actually column driving. Well, excuse me, pen drive just caught off a little off guard. Second the people. There we go. There you go. Almost. So I'm still not back up to my normal throw frequency, but we'll be seeing a Zim. He's already rappelled onto the 90 window. No, that's actually the Zofia. No, Yakuza has already made his way inside the 90 window. And the breach onto the side of the wall has already happened. That's Anaconda watching that angle as well. I think he's going back on his drones. Not sure what he's trying to spot though. Zim finds a frag and that's Asterix off the board. A drone comes in. Another one has got to come alive as well. Any moment now, the peak should come in from Yakuza. He's waiting. He's very patient, but he's waiting. Zim, watching this angle that's opening up to wall. Yakuza trying to make this push happen. Oh, he's going to find the feed. And that's a down and out for Anaconda. Not expecting that. The white peak comes in. One plan is going down and leave on position. It's all on to Seth, Column Drive, and Invalid. Meanwhile, Column Drive comes alive. He's going to find a frag. And that is from the hallway, I believe. Yes, that was. He's got to move back to study. He wants to go for the denial. But here's the smoke babes that are coming out as well. Colomb Drive knows exactly where the plan is going down. The information trade-off is happening. The smoke canisters that he's got to worry about. Seth is pushing up as well, but the plan has already gone down. Zim is going to find a frag. But where is the lesion? That is the Invalid, the smoke who finds the frag indeed. Auto Zim. Another babe comes out. That's the smoke babe stopping off so much more headway. Oh, look at that. The angle working for the side of the Nomad, but not for the Jaeger. Very unfortunate. It's all out Invalid now. At a 1 versus 3, he's not even going to find the first frag. He gets tagged along quite a bit. And there you go, Yakuza with the finisher comes in. And that's the equalizer being put on board from the side of Team Area 69. As they'll be taking us to round 9. 4-4 is the scoreline. It's looking very strong. There might as well be the reality that we might see Team Area 69 take us to match point first. But that's the real question right now. Who takes us to match point first? Will it be Instinct Esports or will that be the side of Team Area 69? Round 9 will be telling us that very soon.
Absolutely, very soon indeed, because round 9 to round 12 is not a long way to go. That's 3 rounds, and 3 rounds in favor of either team. It has to be one or the other. It cannot be both. As it goes, one must win, while the other, they won't. 4-4 being the equalized scoreline, however, makes things all the more exciting right here, as Trophy Stat Story is going to be the side of choice from the side of the defense once again. Well, actually, not once again. It's going to be Trophy Stat Story from the side of Instant Esports on the defense side. Now, of course, this is the first time for them going to this particular site, but whether or not they'll be able to hold it down successfully is the question that we're going to be asking and hoping for the answer for right now. Meanwhile, the Goyo is in play from Invalid. He's going to be using those Goyo shields all over the places, making sure he can put them a little bit behind the door frame, not attaching them to the door frame, mind you, just a little bit behind the door frame so that he can get those, so that he can allow the ADS to take out the shields. And of course, that means, that actually, now that I think about it, the way that works is that the ADS just instantly zaps anything that comes into his line of sight, right? And the thing about that is the gap between the Goyo shield and the door is so minuscule, you wouldn't actually think that the ADS would be able to react that quickly, but it does. It has like lightning fast reactions, faster than light, I'd say. So a very interesting game mechanic right now in the favor of Jaeger. It just adds that little bit more to his gadget, just a little bit more versatility, of course. And it's going to be very interesting to see what Ubisoft does with that going forward, because of course they want to reduce Jaeger's pick rate, which is off the charts. But that of course is in far in the future, probably. No, maybe not far in the future, but we don't know, of course, the balancing changes for any upcoming patches that are going to happen in Rainbow Six Siege for however long. As right now, we're of course at the match of Instinct and Area 69 on the ninth round, as Jaeger actually. Did we see Column Drive going on towards the side of? Yeah, he's actually on the side of main stairs, but there's no attackers to be had in this area, no flanks quite yet. Most of them are situated just outside of the bedroom balcony. In the meanwhile, as there's a rappel coming in from the Nomad very close to Column Drive. Is he aware of this? I don't think so. And he wasn't able to hear it, and that's going to cost him his life right there. The Nomad with a quick peek and a take, and that is Column Drive off the board. Cherry with the play. As unfortunate for Column Drive, he was taken off the board just a little too quickly for the liking of his team. That's putting the side of Instant Esports once again in a little bit more of a disadvantage that they would like to be on, as Tertio, the Thermites, made his way on towards the 90 hallway as well. Shots being fired, and there we go. Asterix is going to find the who's in the middle. That's the Ash on the board. The Omai's taking a bit of shots. That is Asterix, actually, who's taking a bit of damage, but Cherry's actually found Seth in the meanwhile. Asterix is going to go for a flank on the red stairs right now, the landing area, as Invalid has found one. That is actually Anaconda who's found one. The alibi, excuse me. Omai on the red stairs actually found another one. That's Cherry of the board. Anaconda's found another. That's T-Walk down. And a quick peek from Invalid with a beautiful headshot onto Tertio at the 90 hallway door. He attempted it once, and he attempted it again. The second time's the charm, as they say. And Instant Esports finally stopped the side of Team Area 69 from running away with the game. Round 9 goes to them. They take back their lead. 5-4 is the scoreline in round 10.
All right, this might as well be a to and fro that we might see until one of them takes match point. Definitely, that is something that I've got my head fixated onto. That's the way it goes. I mean, neither of these teams want to give away an advantage to the other. But Instant Esports once again with an amazing round, showing very good gun skill, despite having the man count disadvantage for a very brief time though. Really good conversions. We'll be seeing Thermite switch picked onto the IQ. Very interesting. Exchanging your creature for an IQ. You obviously got your Hibana up and running, but I get it. You're going side or dining room, and you're expecting him to do that. That means you won't be needing a whole lot of heartbeats, while Zimath actually left the game. That's very unfortunate. But it'll be able to go for Rios actually if the side of Team A69 wants to call for it. But oh, there we go. That's all right. Maybe it's a problem that just cannot be solved by a simple rehost. Some technical difficulties that we get to see, otherwise so many of them. In fact, when it comes to Siege, there's always that space of technical difficulties. You know, we have that separately and listed as well. How many difficulties we've encountered so far. Let's see how things will go down though. We've got Column Drive. He's going to place one of his barbed wires and move right back. No, he's going to take it. All right, Column Drive. So relocate them on the side of landing double doors, as the side will be held all good for the side of the smoke as well. Rather the mute, in fact. It's yes, brothers. They always get confused. We'll be seeing Tertio hold on the IQ while we've got Reebok playing on the Hibana. Sherry will be on the Nomad, and maybe a possible kind of a rush push is what is coming in from them. Oh, the mutant get spotted. Look at that. He's gonna drop his mute jammers, but a little too late, and the Hibana charges will already be going off. Now there you go. Could have put his mute charges a little early, but Seth meanwhile is gonna find the kill onto Yakuza. Very good, very well done as well. He's gonna lose a lot of HP, and C4 comes out from down below. He's gonna get double. That's Asterix. It's on Reebok, but where's the man? He was watching the flank, but not at the right time apparently. And it's all onto the man to make sure that they stop Instant Esports in a 1 versus 5 ace clutch situation. If he wants to stop Instant Esports, mind you, on their match point climb, and they will. Instant Esports will be going to match point after winning round 10, and what a play it has been. 6-4 is going to be the scoreline, and looks like Team Area 69, after coming up with an amazing comeback, is just not able to stand up against what Instant has brought on board for the side of defense. Let's see how things turn out though. Going ahead into this matchup, match point will be going to Instant Esports.
6-4 is the scoreline, and what a round coming out from the side of Instinct Esports. Looks like the little comeback that Team Area 69 was trying to stage for themselves has been stopped, at least for the time being. We are going to be going into round 11. Second floor Aviator Games is going to be the site of choice from Instinct, and they sit one round away from winning it all. While Team Area 69, they have to definitely do a little bit better if they want to manage to equalize and push for overtime. Seth is the man who's going to be taking the sixth pick out of the Legion into the dock, bringing in the French ACOG as the Aviator is going to be the decider side, and a little bit of an attempt at a redemption story, curiously enough, for the side of Instinct Esports, because they went here twice and they failed twice, of course, post-roll swap. And if they are able to win this, that'll be the match point. That'll be victory for them on the map. And that will, of course, be them regaining their confidence on this particular site. And I'm going to, of course, second floor Aviator and Games Room, after winning a couple of other sites, is definitely going to give them the morale boost that they need to attempt this site one more. And that, and the fact that having won 2 back-to-back sites means that they can go back to either of those. And as it turns out, when it comes to Villa, nobody wants to go to library and to the library room site on the first floor. That's pretty much this map's 4th site, the cursed 4th site, as well as Instinct's waiting for a jump out. Asterisk, that is waiting for a jump out. Does he hear where they're playing? Not sure how much he's gonna wait. He should go for it any second now. So am I with the peak. He's still waiting. He's got a Hibana right next to him. Was he AFK there? I'm not sure if he was, because there's no way he did not hear the rappel coming in, unless of course the glass is still intact on that wall. Because if it is, then yeah, then he probably may not have. That's just the way sound works in a Rainbow Six right now. The glass panes on the windows stop sound from coming through for whatever reason, and now he's preparing to jump out. Will he go for it? He's still... Asterisk, come on, you can't keep us in suspense like this. He needs to go for it right now, because there's a Hibana directly above him. Is he going to go for it? He's still not decided. He's going to break the barricade. Instead, give away his position to the operator on the rappel. Shots are going to be fired any second now onto the Wamai. But no, he's still alive. And Colombia is going to find Zim. In the meanwhile, Revok, he's still not aware of the Wamai playing below him. And I don't know if Asterix is actually still there. The Hibana on the rappel is still safe for whatever reason. As Asterix... Just not sure what he was doing. Tertia, in the meanwhile, is pushed up towards the landing site. He's going to have a long line of sight into his Aviator and the study room door, mind you. As looks like Zim is going to drop a nice shot in chat a little while after he was killed, of course. As there we go. The Hibana inside of 90 Hall is going to be taken up by the Jaeger behind the shield right there. Yakuza's joined, or was planning to join the Hibana in this area as the flashbang. A bit of a missed throw right there. As Invalid's going to find Cherry, as well as a 5v2 right now. Instinct Esports are definitely taking this round by storm. It's all down to Tertio and Yakuza for the side of Team Area 69. There's a defender inside a bedroom as the shots are being fired. The Ashes found one inside a site, but will she find any more? The two attackers of the team have to pull something special out right now as Tertio is fighting against the mute, and he will win that actually. He's gotten the Wamai. Excuse me, I thought it was the mute. That was the Wamai. While the Kaid has found the kill onto the Ash. It is a 3v1, all down to Tertio, the lone Jackal on second floor landing. Peeking through this angle right here, he hears the C4 being ripped, of course. He's gonna pull back as the shotgun has come mighty close to the door of Aviator. He's gonna go for this peek. Will he be taken out? The peek is in, the shotgun comes out, and there we go. Invalid will shut him down. Tertio falls, and so do Team Area 69. They had a chance, a spurt of good rounds, a phase of good rounds, but it just didn't work out for them in the end. The Instinct Esports are going to be taking the side of Villa, the map of Villa, in a 7-4, mirroring, of course, what the Peacemakers and KL11 did earlier in the stream. And that was also a 7-4 game for the Peacemakers on the side of Clubhouse. With that being said, that of course wraps up the first day of Division 3 in Season 4 of the W Black Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege. But we do still have one more play day left before the first week ends, and that is going to be, of course, tomorrow, Sunday, the 12th of July, and Division 3 Day 2. It's going to be very exciting indeed. But with that being said, that is going to be it from myself, Blackjack, and my co-caster Foxy, as we will see you with the double stream tomorrow for more Division 3 plays and more Rainbow Six Siege plays. Stay tuned, and good night.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power, experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. And injustice. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultra Gear Gaming Monitor.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power, experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. Ultra Gear Gaming Monitor.